like a lava juice. Watch out, check it, boom. You know what I mean? Me dip out a whole 14, know what I mean? And reload my next magazine, know what I mean? And moon did them housing scheme, know what I mean? Enough of them a move sideways and lean, know what I mean? Can't come out when man the E, know what I mean? We not like them colonial regime, know what I mean? Ethiopia not like Mussolini, know what I mean? Me queen of Iraq and come in, know what I mean? And jump and make big trampoline, know what I mean? And boost up our self-esteem, know what I mean? Enough I wonder how man kitchen so clean, know what I mean? And which recipe that a steam, know what I mean? The lyrics them a flow like a stream, know what I mean? Make you feel like you're living in a dream, know what I mean? It come to the crap man a cream, know what I mean? It come to discipline man a dean, know what I mean? Me tougher than a home and limousine, know what I mean? We step in, we fresh and we clean, know what I mean? I burn the stinkest of green, know what I mean? Better listen up careful and keen, know what I mean? I put on as a rock and come it.
We celebrate like I finished probation, boy. Naughty head with no chaser, boy. From the mouth, I can spit out a razor, boy. Open up your facial like your boy Roy in his prime. Eat food dinner time, junior gong past beginners. Handle business, black velvet sippers. Females never bid us farewell, they with us. Cause we arrive on the scene just like a high beam, nah I mean. Don't let us have to make the nine scream, nah I mean. At your racial policing regime, nah I mean. Spiritual like an Elohim, nah I mean. In a casino or a yacht, wherever I'm seen, my brothers and sisters are never forgotten, nah I mean. Don't wanna hear another soldier drop, nah I mean. Another dope addict is shot with the morphine, and feds are indicting my block, nah I mean. They wearing reds from their shoes to their top, nah I mean. I'm wishing that all the violence would stop, nah I mean.
When I like this song, a siren, nah I mean. And some boy soft like ice cream, nah I mean. From a boy make the feds intervene, nah I mean. We send a war go take in traffic, nah I mean. Parabellum them a itch up in a spleen, nah I mean. In a Queen's gunman reign supreme, nah I mean. Kingstonians are real blood fiends, nah I mean. The world is a big crime scene, nah I mean. Yo, Mr. President,
Mr. President,
what you doing for my resident?
What you doing with my resident?
Yo, Mr. Minister,
Mr. Minister,
why you being sinister? Hey, yo, Mr. President,
yo, Mr. President,
what you doing for my resident?
What you doing with my resident?
Yo, Mr. Minister,
Mr. Minister,
why you being sinister? Somebody the real buffalo in a Rastafari regime. Bush bungalow where me dwell with my queen. Trash to the bone in a camouflage green. None of them where can't go the places we've been. None of them where can't see the sights where we seen. That's why them face all a twist up and a lean, I mean. Them better mind we kick it off clean, I mean. Man a gangster just like Yamdeen. That mean them can't serve Congo jet coats up in, I mean. How you want come in convene, I mean. Attorney have to rock and come in, I mean. Me pocket them green like Sperling, I mean. Me regular fly out and fly in, I mean. The stadium pack like sardine, I mean. Can't get no speed of us, the whole need caffeine. Run out a red and anti-histamine. Wash over gold, them coming like Listerine. You think I lie way better than Al Pacino, I mean.
It's genocide, it's a genocide. It's a genocide, it's a genocide. Fifth floor, cooking raw, had my own supply. Cause of capitalist ways, that was back in the days. So now I do rap and it pays.
Okay, we are live once again. I believe we're live once again. Okay, greetings and welcome back to. If you could turn the gain up on the headphones for me, I'd appreciate it. Okay, we're back, and I am joined, as you could see, by my. Thank you very much. Working quite well. Joined by my co-host Ras Osajafu, who is usually here with me on the
Third
third
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes, yes, yes. Greetings, family. Greetings, 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 and blessed love. I know you all probably think I live here since you all see so much of me, you know? It's all the works.
Fast
The
becoming a
works.
fixture here at CPR Live, and not a bit too soon.
All right, yes. So we are here at CPR Live, and I want to tell you the studio is already buzzing, you know, and I want to thank everyone who has tuned in far and wide, you know. I give thanks to CPR for taking this occasion for once again lifting our spirit. You all have been lifting our spirit for the last 2 months and 2 weeks. You know, thank you again for lifting our spirit again tonight.
Just for those who may not quite know what you're speaking of, why don't we back up a little bit and talk about the last 2 months?
Yes, the last 2 months and January 17th, a beautiful weather. I believe it was a Sunday morning. Was it a Sunday morning, Kay? Yeah, beautiful Sunday morning. I dropped the children off JFK and JetBlue. I watched them loom their way through the lines, get smelled by the dogs. You know, then I watched them as they disappear behind the gates. You know, I last person I spoke to was Ikhari when they were back there waiting for the plane. You know, and I followed their journey to until they reached Liberia, and the first
Until they reach.
until they reach how am I saying Liberia? The first until they reach Barbados.
Okay.
Until they
Then.
reach Barbados, you know, and so what happened when they got to Barbados and waiting for the call to say everything is all right? The first person that called me was Malcut, and he's like, "I want to come home," and I was like, "What's the matter? You're probably just tired." Next call I got was something bad has happened. Something has happened to Ikari, you know, and he was in an accident. And this was like about an hour and a half after they got to Barbados, you know. So he had traveled there. I dropped him off so they could go home to bury their grandmother, my wife's mother, you know, who had passed up here, and they had, you know, they were there for a funeral. So since it like I don't it's only people probably who have been through it will be able to know the impact, you know. 'Cause at first you feel helpless, you know. They're there, I am here. How can I help, you know?
At
And
first, you feel helpless. Do you still remember what it felt like when you got the news?
when I got the news, it was the first person I went to was his mom. You know, I'm like, she's going through the mourning process, and to be able to deal with this now. And then I just went into praying mode, and I started to talk to God. I said, you can't, you have to we have to make it work, make it work, make it work, you know. And I'm a strong person. I believe in faith. I believe, you know, you keep the faith, you know, but at the same time, you have to be open for any news that comes, you know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm. Well, that was a little bit over 2 months ago.
yeah.
And here with us this evening is, well, before we get to this evening, tell us what happened with Ikhari. What was it like, you know, his condition, his situation? How grave was it? The news you got?
The news that I got at first was his mother was the one who filled me in. Like, they had to put him in an induced coma because the brain, the part of the brain, it had swollen, you know. And
Mm.
once you hear coma, the next thing that just comes to mind is something bad, you know. This is, you know. And I believe it was the most shocking of all news that came was the next morning when she said to me, the doctors say that if he make it through the next 7 days, then, you know, he will be able to, he stand a good chance, you know. But that 7 days
If
stretch,
he makes it through
if
the
he
next...
make,
What
if he makes it,
What did that... Well, if he didn't make it, then I
you
guess
know.
he'd stand
So
no
even
chance.
I guess he was at a place that even the doctors didn't want to say it's gonna be okay. They were on the sideline also,
Mm.
you know, and to saying if he make it.
What were your emotions for those 7 days waiting to see if he made it?
I think most of the time my mind was on my wife. Like even the night when I spoke to her, I was trying. You know, she was in the hospital. By the time I reached her again, she was in the hospital, and I was like, "Did you drink water?" You know, because I know she gonna switch into the mother mode. Did you get some water? Send one of the gentlemen who was there with you to get some water. You know, so I was making sure that her emotional status, you know, would be strong. I know she wasn't gonna leave his side for the night. You know. Like the next day when I spoke to his sister, 2 days later on when I spoke to his sister, who had called me by accident, and she was just leaving to go to Barbados, and I said, could you do me a favor? Make sure when you get to Barbados, make sure she gets some sleep, you know?
I noticed that I asked you about your emotional state, and you immediately told me about your concern for your wife's emotional state.
Yeah, because
I still don't know what your condition was.
because I couldn't. I am the type of person like this. I am the one who, all right, you know, like when it did happen, you know, all the ideas go to your head, you know.
Mm.
If we should lose him, what do we do? And I was like, you had to wrestle with those, you know. You had to wrestle with that. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, you know.
Mm.
So I've seen miracles before, you know. I have seen miracles before, so I know. So I went to talk to God. I went and talked to the eternal one, not just the one upstairs, the one that is all around, everywhere. I went and I shake him, and I said, no, you can't do this. And then I went and shake Ikhari. I went to Ikhari, and I was like, yes. And I went to him in the spirit world, and I was
What'd
like,
you tell him?
huh?
What'd you say to him?
I told him. I said, you know, like
You
you
can't
got
do this?
you got to fight to come back here.
Okay.
You can't just sit back there. I told him, you know.
What do you say?
He's with his friends or whosoever he got out there. You speak, because in the spirit world, most people don't believe in it until it happened to them. In the spirit world, all right. When my wife was pregnant with Malcut, we had a little old jalopy, the Camry. And she had an appointment one morning. It was in February. The snow was on the ground, and she got out of the car to go to the appointment and say to me, do not run this car while you're in it. I did not listen. I kept the car running. I fell asleep. Carbon dioxide came into the car. I opened my eyes, and I knew something was wrong because I felt weak. I tried to lift my hand to open the door, and I could not open the door. I could not open the door. So after wrestling and wrestling and wrestling, like for a while, I gave in. I gave in because I knew that this was death.
Did
You know?
Did you talk to God?
I did not talk to God. Someone came for me. A friend of mine who had crossed over. A friend of mine who we did everything together as boys. We got in trouble together. We shared the same. He even took away my girlfriend, but we still remained friends. And he got killed in Kingston. You know, Easton Davis. He got killed in Kingston in, I think it was 1985. You know, and after I gave in, you know, he came to me, and then he just take me and said, let's run. And we're running. And I even said to him, how come we 40 years old and we're running bare feet and stone and we're not feeling anything? And he just kept on, and he started telling me stories. He said, come. And he took me to my house in Jamaica. He took me to where my grandfather and where I grew up. And my grandfather came to the gate. And when my grandfather came to the gate, I tried to rush through the gate, and my grandfather stopped me and said, stop. And he showed me, he he showed me an image of my wife. And he says, you don't have to go back, you can stay, but know that if you stay, she's going to suffer. You know? And he showed me that image, and then he said to me again, you can stay, but know that if you stay, she's going to suffer. You know? And whatever magic they work, it gave me the strength to come back and fly the car door open. When I push the car door open, I push my head out and I breathe. I turn off the key, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe. I roll down all the windows. 5 minutes later on, she walked up, and when she walked up, she said to me, she looked at me, she goes, what happened? And I said to her, I died a while ago, I came back for you. And she goes, I told you not to sleep with this car. That was the first thing she said. I told you not to sleep with this car running. So I know.
You know miracles.
I know miracles. I'm a miracle child.
Okay.
I am a miracle child.
Okay.
More than once. So, you know, but at the same time, your faith gets shaken. You can't deny that your faith is gonna get shaken. Something like this will shake you to the core of, you know, will shake you. That's what something like this will do.
Well, you know what? I think we experienced another miracle. And I'm going to ask Saber Damani to come and join us for a minute. Because, in fact, I'm going to ask Saber Damani to take your microphone for a minute. If
Come on, Brother Saber.
Because one of the miracles that I saw happen in all of this was the coming together of our community. And I don't know how miraculous that is or was, but you need to use this. One of the miracles that I saw happen, and I don't know if it's a miracle or if it happens every day, or maybe miracles happen every day, but the way in which your burden was shared by your community, I think is a part of the miracle. And it's that part of the miracle that we really want to hone in on here this evening, because you probably seen more miracles than the rest of us in the community see. So, however, I'm joined by Damani Sanderson, who is the author of the book Distorted Truths, The Bastardization of African Cosmology. And as a cosmologist, I figure he might know something about community. And so I'm going to ask Saber to share some thoughts about community before we talk about how the community came together in this circumstance. So Saber.
Hi everybody, peace. Well, you know, to tell you the truth, I really just want to talk about, I want to jump to the gun, you know, but I'll hold back. Because, you know, I was in Barbados around that exact same time. So I kind of missed what was going on. And then when I came back, I found out about it, you know. I was like, I was thrown off. I was like, what's going on, you know. But at any rate, I'm going to be very brief.
Take your time.
Most of the time, you know, it's like the community, we acted as a community. His family, his loved ones, CPR, because there was a call for unity. There was a call for action. And unfortunately, in this case, it was something that was tragic. And a lot of times, you know, the seriousness of the incident, it brings out the best in people. You know, people can dig in deep. People can pray for you, you know, wholeheartedly, truthfully, you know, with earnesty, because of their love for you, because of their love for your family, and because of the fact that it's a young person. You know, you never want to see a young person go, because you know it's before their time. You feel that way. And especially, you know, people feeling for you. We don't want you to have to bury someone that came in the world after you. You know, that's just reversed the entire order, you know. So to our credit, and because of our love for you, and because of what you represent and stand for, we actually came together as a community. We had a common unity, a common goal that we focused around. And we prayed. We didn't want him to have unnecessary burdens, so that there was various types of financial contributions and just support. And so in this case, the community, through prayer and through just an earnest effort, we can all say that we contributed to, we hope to convince the Supreme Being that this was a young man that it wasn't his time to go, because, sometimes, and most importantly, he plays an important role in this also, because his will to live, the fact that he knew he was loved, that was all the more reason for him to stay. And the example that you gave about when you were in the car and your grandfather said, he's letting you know that the ancestral world, that it welcomes you, that you're always welcome there, but that their gain of you becoming one of them is the loss in this world, and for you to balance that out, and of course your work wasn't done. You had a lot more work to do. So you were returned, and I can only say that that's a sign that you have a destiny that has to be fulfilled, that there's more work for you to be done. If you were a person that was, just wasting time and biding time, you may be in the ancestral world, but because there's work for you to be done. And likewise, that means that there's work for your son to do, that this is a message for him, that his life cannot, from this moment on, and that's not to say his life was in vain before, but from this moment on, his life has purpose. It always had purpose, but now he has to consciously find that purpose. Why is he here? This is a second chance, and so he has to make the best of it. Now, the thing about the way we acted and the way we came together, that we had this common goal and we really dug deep. Sometimes, community can act as such when there is, we rise to the circumstance, to the occasion. That's what we do, So we know that the world would be so much better when we don't have tragic events and we rise to the occasion. That we rise to the occasion just because we know that we want to move forward, as a people and as a community. So we're blessed that everything turned out right, that the ancestors, the Supreme Being, that everything worked out right. And by the way, I say ancestors and I say Supreme Beings, and I make the distinction because, as you said when you first started talking, that you said you prayed to the force that's everywhere, and that's exactly what the Supreme Being is in the African context. It's everything and all things. The ancestor becomes important because of you and your wife's direct line. The people who know him, see, they have a greater vested interest in him because they know him and they love him, and therefore their prayer, their energy, it means much more to, let's say, a stranger. That they get in deep because this is their line. Also, too, in an African spiritual sense, when he has children, he provides the way for part of their soul to come back through. You see, so therefore, it wasn't time, and we're thankful for that. And I don't know if I was said what I wanted to say. I didn't say what I wanted to say though.
You didn't say what I asked you to say either.
Right. Because
you
know
said
why?
a lot.
Right. No, the reason why is because
Keep it up. We could be here all night.
No. I'm almost done. I'll stop right now. Actually,
no. We want to hear what you want to say.
The reason why I took this approach is because I thought it would have been, I guess, a little more academic if I just came out and talked about this, community and how it works in an African traditional setting. A lot of times in a traditional setting, you get your sense of community primarily because of bloodline. I mean, that's the primary sense. That usually there's a great ancestor or ancestress that everybody's connected to, and there's great deeds or events that have been done in the past that help to establish your cultural foundation. For us in the diaspora, and because of the nature of this event, it was a community of minds, a community tied to CPR and to you as an artist. And so it's in other words, because the community, I just said in the African sense, is really like that biological, genealogical link. But we all know that a community could be a body of people working in any kind of interest. And in this case, we became that kind of community. And we became a surrogate family. We became an extension of your family. And we buttressed your family. And we became your family. Not the biological link, but just in terms of, our feeling your pain, that connection, and the fact that, I mean, for me, when I heard about it, my first thing was like, man, I like Osage 4. I said, this is messed up. And then I thought about, I said, man, I know that if this was something that happened to my son, and I know how deeply I care about my children, I was like, man, I know that brother's, going through something. As I was coming over here, I thought, there's a song by, R&B song by High Melvin and the Blue Notes. It's called "I Miss You," and in the song there's a line where he's talking about love or whatever. But he says a line. He says that I love you more than I love myself. And when I think about my children, I almost like it's like I'm there, And so I know that especially as a man and the struggle to be a man and to be a father and an authentic father, that it's made difficult in the West. But once you have attained it and you've done it, then you deserve all the accolades, And I'm pretty sure that you walk with that sense of pride and that sense of accomplishment. So I know that all that is what is what you were going through, especially if you had actually lost them. So I was just like, I was saying, man, that's messed up. So I did what little I could. I gave my prayer. I gave my thoughts. I threw a nickel in the pot, just to be part of the community and to make a contribution. And I'm glad that everything turned out well, And Karloff, I didn't say what you wanted me to say. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, man.
Did you say what you wanted to say?
Yeah, I feel good, man.
You feel good. If you feel good, I feel good. So
all right, good.
We're gonna leave it right there,
all right.
Brother Saber. Thank you so much.
I didn't want to be too academic, yo. Most of the time I am, but I was
but
good.
before you go,
Yes.
You said something about common unity.
Yes, that's where the word. You're right.
Be academic on that note for me.
Well, the community, it really comes from. I mean, it's a combination of two Latin words, and it has to do with to com meaning to come together with, to belong, and unity, the oneness. So community means it's usually a group of people that have a common sense of unity, that that are working together towards a common unity, a common goal. So we were in fact a community, because that's what we did. We worked together for a common goal. So we were a community in the true and real sense of the word, not just where people always vaguely talk about, we're a community. No, we had a goal, we had a purpose, and so we were able to focus. And of course, when you focus, that increases your chances of success because of that one-mindedness.
You can leave now.
Thank you very much, my brother. Please.
Thank you. You spoke to community in
Thank you, Brother
all
Saber.
of the ways that it could be spoken of, and we thank you for that.
Yeah. Let me just say something. Brother Saber is his program is on Tuesday evening at 7, and if you cannot listen to his program without learning something new. He's always challenging the mind. So if you tune in every Tuesday evening at 7, him and Brother Carlisle, they go at it sometime, but it's all in the spirit of love.
Go at it? What's that mean?
Challenge each other. Intellectuals, challenge each other.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
Iron sharpen iron, as we say in a Rasta. Yeah. I learned something about...
Can I just interrupt for 1 minute, though? I don't want anyone out there to believe that we are celebrating the CPR family doing this by itself. We're celebrating community. CPR was a part of that community, but was by no means the extent of the community. So when Saber talked about CPR and family and community, do not believe for 1 minute that he is suggesting that it was CPR that came to the rescue, because it goes way beyond CPR, and we'll find out more about that as the evening go on. But you were going to say something.
And that's what I was saying, wherein the community stretches so far, most of us think that community is, and you helped me to enlighten that, is the area that we live in, But community you could be a part of the Jewish, like you take the Jewish community and they're all over the world, you know. You take the Rasta community and we are all over the world, you know. Our community came around us from all ethnic background, from all religious faith, you know, and bond around us in the spirit of love, you know.
Give us a sense of the scope of the community that we're talking about here in terms of the various elements that made up the community that came together for Ikhari.
The community, we have the immediate family, you know. Then we have my job, you know. You have Kasim job. You have people in Barbados. You have people in Jamaica, you know. You have as far as Australia, England, you know. People who join the prayer line, you know, join the prayer line. Send us messages, send us financial contribution to this, you know, to help to make life easier for us, you know, to help to make life easier for us.
Speaking of which, we have on the line two persons from a church community, from the Kings Highway United Methodist Church, CJ and Kim of the Kings Highway United Methodist Church. And when the call went out, they got involved. Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. Tell us about your involvement in the Prayers for Ikhari campaign.
Can I say something real quick? Just a minute. You think Mama Kasim should be here to answer to all of this because she was on the front line. She was there.
We're going to get to Mama Kasim in a minute.
You know, she was on the front line. She was the Surgeon General on the front line.
Okay. And is the monitor up so folk in the room can hear? Okay, so sisters, please go ahead and tell us about the prayer line and how you got involved in the campaign for Ikhari Hinds.
Okay. Well, Sharon called me and said...
Who's speaking?
This is CJ.
Okay, CJ, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
CJ.
Hi. And Sharon told me about your son, and she said, please, and at the time we were doing the 40-day fast, so we prayed 3 times a day. So I called my Kim, who's on the line, Kim, and she said, okay, so we lift him up in prayers when we're on the line and tell others to lift him up in prayer, and that's what we did.
Okay.
Right, Kim?
Kim?
Yes. Hi, how are you? I'm here.
Pretty good, pretty good. Talk to us about the prayer line and how you support the community.
Well, the prayer line, it started, I think, back in January for 40 days. We were actually studying this 40-day challenge book. So the prayer was, I believe, 5:30 to 6:30, and then we would again meet at 12 noon, and again 6:30 in the evening until 7:30. So once, like, if anyone on the line, all were welcome, and there were any prayer requests, then we would just lift up, you know, anyone in need in prayer. So then through Sharon, Sister Sharon, we got the message about Ikhari. You know, he had just went home, and you guys know the story.
Yes.
So I remember, like, as a leader, career leaders in the church, and there was a particular day that I think I was leading. So I just decided when I got the message to lift him up in prayer, like, more than once, and then, you know, see Sister CJ and other people, they also pray for him.
Mm-hmm.
Where in Barbados are you from, Kim? First, hi Kim, and where in Barbados are you from?
St. Michael, Westbury Road.
Okay, we're from St. Lucie. Well, I'm from Jamaica, but they are my wife is from St. Lucie, up there by near Spikestown.
Spikestown, yes, I'm familiar with it.
Okay. So we're happy when Sharon called us and told us that he's okay and he's doing well and he's coming back to the States. We were so happy. So hopefully he can come to our church one day and give a testimony, not forcing him, you know. But we're so happy that he's well, he can talk, and he can walk, and he got strength, health
Right.
and strength. So
Don't
we're so happy to hear.
don't leave out the guitar.
And playing the guitar. So we're so happy. But let me say a prayer before we get off. Can we
Please.
pray for a minute?
Amen. Go
I
ahead.
promise 30 seconds.
Take your time.
Heavenly Father, I call on you right now in a special way. It is through your power that we were created. Every breath we take, every morning we wake, and every moment of every hour we live under your power. Father, I ask you to touch us with that same power, for you created us from nothing. You can certainly create us. Fill us with the healing power of your spirit. Cast out anything that should not be in our minds. What is broken, root out. Any unproductive cells, open. Any blocked arteries or veins, and rebuild any damaged areas. Remove all inflammation and cleanse any infection. Let the warmth of your healing love pass through our bodies to make new unhealthy areas, so that our body would function the way you created it to function. And Father, restore us to full health in mind, soul and body, that we may serve you to the rest of our life. Glory be to God. I thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Thank
Amen.
you.
Amen. Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, and thank
So
you
I'm
for
so happy for you guys, and God bless you, and God keep you up, and know that God is powerful. And thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Brother C, and thank you, CPR, to keep this family up. Because every day Sharon is calling people, pray, give a donation if you can. So I thank you, Sharon. I thank you, CPR. Thank again,
Thank
Brother
you.
C, for lifting up this family and to get us involved.
Thank you
Amen.
for being a part of it. Really appreciate
Yes.
it. And the
Thank you.
family thanks you too.
Give them a
Yes.
clap. Give them a clap.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are
Miss
so welcome,
G,
guys.
thank
And let me
you.
just say something. If anyone at
Okay.
any time in need, the prayer line is open to all. And you need more information, you can speak to Sister Sharon or Brother C.
Amen.
All right.
Everyone are welcome. Everyone.
Now, one quick question. Is that you in the chat room, Kim, talking about comfort?
No.
Okay. There's another Kim in the chat room who is saying, love the elaboration of the word community. Reminds me also of comfort. Fort equals strength, which a wise woman told me recently means to be strong with. So blessed to be connected with this strong family and community.
Yes.
We thank you for
Okay.
that,
Yes,
Kim, in the
yes.
chat
God
room.
bless.
Thank
Yes.
you, and keep
Thank
the
you.
faith. Keep
Amen.
the
Have a
faith.
blessed
Keep
and
the
wonderful
faith.
night.
You too,
Yes.
thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Good
One
night.
love.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.
Love.
All right, so we've heard from one part of the community that came together, the religious community, the spiritual community, and you were telling us about the different dimensions of the
Right.
community that came together. You want to tell us some more about that, or is it time for? I heard you
No,
calling for help for Mama Cassia.
No, I just want to say one other thing that I did love was there were people there were family members from the Yoruba community, there were family members from the Islamic community, there were family members from the Jewish community, there were family lovers from the Pentecostal community, the Baptist community, the Rastafari community, the Akan community, and the Christian when they will always end there in the name of Jesus, and the Islam would put there inshallah, or but no one ever tried to argue about anyone's faith. You know what I mean? Everyone just say what they have to say and leave the other person alone. And I applaud that. I love that. We can all be a part of the community in our own faith, in our belief, without trying to cut each other down.
As long as there is a basis for a common unity. Community.
Community.
We're celebrating community here this evening at CPR. Our motto here at CPR, working together to make things work. Maybe we had some notion that we wanted to build community. I wonder. Working together to make things work. And Kim is a friend of Ras Asajafu and Kasim, a member of All Souls
Kim Barra.
Bethlehem Church in Brooklyn, where Ikhari has played guitar.
Blessed love, Kim. Blessed love. Blessed love.
We also held the family up in prayer during our services.
And talking about, I must tell you what Kim did for us.
Kim, I'm inviting you to give us a call, Kim, and tell us yourself what you did for us.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what Kim did for us. And this wasn't up script. This is what you call improv, you know. Prior to all of this happened, Kim had posted some dollhouse, some Barbie dollhouse, and said, my daughter's outgrown these dollhouse, you know. Please, if you can use one of them. So Bina been wanting this dollhouse for a long time, and we just picked one, not knowing that this was the one that Bina wanted. So while they were involved, while everything was going on, she brought the dollhouse over. And I want to tell you, Kim, that dollhouse comfort Bina. You know, there were days when she would just sit there by that dollhouse and just was in her own little world playing, you know. And thank you, Kim, for that. Thank you. You know, we have known Kim for a while now. She, like you said, she's a part of the All Souls Bethlehem Church, which was when we knew about it when Brother Tom Martinez was the pastor. He has since moved on to go back to school.
We believe in miracles, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that Kim will give us a call. I don't know if that will count as a miracle, but Kim is in the chat room. It's 718-841-9986. And Kim, we'd love to hear from you if you feel like sharing with us about Ikhari and how you served the common unity of working to heal Ikhari.
Thank you.
And we have Kim on the line. Kim, how are you? Greetings and welcome to CPR Live.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Kim.
Thank you so much. Hi, Rasa Sajafu.
Blessed, blessed.
Blessed.
Tell us about your experience with this incident.
Well, basically, I just want to say that, as I said in my thing on the chat, that I'm just honored to be associated with this family and this community. I'm very moved by the strength that the family has exhibited and the amount of love and power that surrounded them from, like Russ said, all different faiths and all different corners, and it's a beautiful thing. It brings us all together, and I'm just very honored to be included as a part of that, and I thank you for that, Russ.
And we thank you for being a part. You certainly didn't have to answer the call, but you did, and we embrace you for it, and thank you so very much. Can you tell us how your church community responded to this? Did you bring this to the church community? I understand that your church was involved in praying for Ikhari, responding to the call for prayers. Tell us about that.
Well, as Russ mentioned, we know each other through our former pastor, Tom Martinez, and the family has worshiped with us at the church at time, visited us. Ikhari had played guitar for us, and they just become, part of our community and also living, locally in the neighborhood. So when this happened in Barbados, we have a part of our service where members are invited to lift up any joys or concerns we may be having, and so I was able to lift up the plight of Ikhari and Qasim and what was going on in Barbados, and have the congregation hold them in prayer and wish them well and pray to the Creator for strength and healing for them. And it's just beautiful that it's been able to come to pass like this. So that and I'm eager to see Qasim and Ikhari on the screen in a little bit so that I can see their beautiful faces myself and just see the power of prayer in action.
We thank you and we celebrate you, and we really appreciate you being a part of this common unity to support Ikhari in this time of need. Thank you so much, and thank you for calling in, Kim. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And Ikhari, we're waiting for you to come back with your guitar whenever you're ready, my brother.
Yeah, just a minute, Kim. Just a minute. Can I just say, All Souls Church it's a part of. Could you tell us a little bit about All Souls? Is that because one of the things that I used to love going to All Souls, I found out about it through Qasim's work in the community, and we came there, and it was a church that anyone could walk off the street and just walk into. You go in there naked and no one will judge you. because
Absolutely.
you're not going to hear anyone preaching the at a church where you can come from all faith and be a part of. Just come in
Absolutely.
and be a part of. So could you tell us the address, so if there's anyone out there who want to be a part of it?
Sure, I'll be glad to. I will say that the address is at 566 East 7th Street between Ditmas and Cortelyou in Brooklyn, in Kensington. And the website is www.allsoulsbethlehem.org, and I would just leave it at that because I just want folks to focus on what we're doing here tonight for you guys, for Ikhari, and the celebration, and not get too caught up in All Souls. But anytime anybody want any more information, Ross, you can put them in touch with me. I'd be glad to welcome and invite anybody to come and visit us on any Sunday they want.
Blessed. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kim.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, folk have been calling, starting with Rasa Sajafu himself, calling for Mama Kasim. Something tells me that with all the loudmouth stuff that Ikhari, that Osajafu does, the real powerhouse is about to come forward and speak.
Yeah, before I go, just want to say, Brother Saber said something about purpose, and they say we can't choose for our children, we can't choose for our children. One of the things that I always love about Ikhari was when he picked up his guitar. He picked up his guitar and he goes into another world. And in the house tonight we have Kasim, we have Ikhari's bandmate, with one of the first little band they played together. They formed together. The drummer, as a matter of fact, his drum got so big that when he was behind the drum you couldn't see. So this is the power of love, the power of unity, the power of community.
Okay, well, we're going to take a short break so we can get Mama Kasim to come in and talk with us about how this impacted her experience, to share with us her experience and to elaborate on the community support, the support of community that she experienced in the quest to see Ikhari whole again. We'll take a brief break and we'll be right back.
And I man don't want to be no member of no man, but what can I tell you? So me wake up this morning and me put on my tracks. Pat me kick back with enough knicks. Out of me income me pay all me tax. Fling them your lyrics here right on the wax. Make we go down on the eyeglass rest. Make we feel up system and the best. Active nice water she could digest. See I'm on a ball out say yes. All over the world people balling for love. Cause love is an understanding between two people. Our misunderstanding between two fools. When you categorize you get all of the rules. All over the world people balling for love, I tell you. Cause love is an understanding between two people, or a misunderstanding between two fools. When you categorize you get all of the rules. All over the world love is the same. Understanding don't play no funny game. Indonesia, Burma, Sri Lanka, China, I tell you. London, New York, or Japan, love is the same. Don't play me no funny game. Yeah, Ivan is a lover. I don't love undercover. Very soon you'll discover Ivan is a lover. Yeah, so make we go up on the eyeglass rest. So make we feel our system and the rest. I think my swan that she could digest. See, I'm a never draw less. My reverse, my
love and let us spread it around.
Greetings and welcome back to the second hour of Real Talk. And this evening, Real Talk is really real talk. It's real talk about community. It's real talk about we are because I am because we are. And this evening, it's an honor to be in studio with family and with Ikhari. Ikhari is here with us. He's eating. He's chilling. He's comfy. Jordan is. You should see them. They're just so at home. Greetings, Sister Jeannie. Thanks so much for being here, and your beautiful man-child who I love so much. Mama Kasim is here. Rasta Sajafu is here. Neil is here. Everybody's here. Mama Kasim, how you doing?
Yes. I'm doing good. Doing good.
I love that smile. That smile says everything is going to be all right. And it really is. Rasta Sajafu, my brother. Bless you. Love you. Love you both, and just so happy that we could be here hosting this celebration this evening. To those out in the chat room listening and folks all over, Mama Kasim, they're already in the chat room blessing you up.
I see.
It is, yes. So let's start. As a mother, I have to tell you that when Rasta Sajafu, well, I knew before it posted. I think you called Brother C. And when Brother C, because I knew when you're taking them to the airport.
Right.
So Brother C called me and said, sit down. I knew something was going on because Brother C doesn't do stuff like that. He's not dramatic. I'm the dramatic one, because Mama Kasim. So he said, sit down, something has happened. And then when he told me, I said, whoa, wait. Didn't he just take them to the airport this morning? It's like, didn't you just tell me that he was up early because he had to take them? And from there, so let's start from there. Your world.
Wow. I mean, like was said before, we had just reached my parents' home. No more than an hour. And I was still inside, moving around inside the house.
The unpacking and the getting settled.
And my sister, runs in the house. She's grabbing the phone. Ikhari got hit. I'm like, what?
Process.
Ikhari got hit. What do you mean hit? Hit with what?
What? Exactly. Right. That's, yeah.
Said, a car. I'm like, I just got here,
That can't be happening.
I trying to process this. I start, going to get my shoes, and then, like, it hit me. I just forget shoes. I run outside barefoot.
Course. Yes.
And, to the street, and, he's lying in the street, and
in front of the house.
Yeah. A little ways down from our driveway.
Right.
The other children were there, my sister's children, my other 3 children, my sister's boyfriend, another cousin of ours. And, I have no idea what happened, but Ikhari's laying there, and, next thing you know, I'm over him. I'm trying to talk to him. He's not responding. He's alert to some degree, but he's not answering me. I don't know if he can't talk, if he can't understand what I'm saying. And the rest after that is just, when I realized how grave the injury was, just from seeing his lack of response. And I think I went into panic mode for about 5 seconds.
That's all it allowed you?
Maybe 3 seconds.
That's all it allowed you? Because then you had to be Mama Kasim.
I said I have to go
you
somewhere
had to
else.
now. Yeah, you
I
had
have
to.
I have to do something.
So you did the switch, which in the chat room, I want you to know, you see in the chat room, the mothers, okay, because all the mothers, okay, and what you just said, I so get, because as a mother, you immediately, this is why they talk about us women and how we're able to compartmentalize Rasa Sajafu. And I must give you credit, because I hear you saying that's exactly what you did too. When you said you had to shift. You see, that shifting is what mothers have to do. You're shifting, and he's there, and you're thinking of the children.
Right.
Immediately.
Right. I mean, I just lost my mother. I'm there for her funeral.
For her funeral. And you just lost your dad recently.
I lost my dad 2 years
ago,
that.
because I remember when dad passed.
Yeah.
So all of this now is the flash.
So, you know, and I said, no. We're
going to rewrite this one.
I'm not losing him. This is not the
so
time.
So you made the decision then.
Yeah.
Now, Seba, you said something earlier, and you see, this is what we're talking about. In all of this journey, and this is such a powerful journey that we must share. That's why we have to share. You see your mind and your spirit, and when you connect it, you heard what Mama said? She was not going to lose him. So she already put that into play. Can I get some napkin for Mama Kasim, please? Right? She already put that into play. You understand what I'm saying, Neil? So it was not going to, we already said that's not going to happen. So let's figure out what we're going to have to do to keep him here.
Right, right.
So you start.
So, you know, I start trying to assess what exactly what his injuries are. Talk to him, Ikhari, what hurts, what he's not answering.
But he's hearing you.
He's alert. His mouth is open. There's no sound coming out. So automatically, that's a severe injury, whatever it was. Okay. You know, sometimes you know, sometimes he would close his eyes. No, open your eyes. Open your eyes. I put my hand on his chest, make sure I could feel his heartbeat.
Right.
I'm going back into my CPR training from junior high school, getting ready to do the chest compressions.
Get some water.
You know, so I got my hand on his chest, making sure his heart is beating, making sure he's breathing, and just ready to go into action if I need to do CPR. Right. So,
put this right here for you.
Talking to him, my sister's boyfriend Glenn is he's a former professional soccer player.
Okay.
He said he's had several concussions, so he knows the signs. He's you know, assessing him as well. We're both there over him, talking to him, bringing him back every time. You know, sometimes his eyes would roll back in his head.
You bring him back.
We're bringing him back.
Yes.
Come back.
Come back. Anmore says, speak those things as that are not as though they were. No death round here today. That's what I'm talking about.
And it was a long hour. Somebody knows the geography of Barbados.
Yes.
I don't remember the statistics, but it's
about
a small island.
Right.
It's about an hour from one end to the next, and we're on the north end.
And the hospital is on the other
south
end. Of course, it wasn't going to be around the corner.
So it was an hour, maybe more, waiting for an ambulance. The police got there quickly before the ambulance, and it started to rain. So I found out just recently, a couple of weeks ago, speaking to someone else who's an EMT and a neighbor. He said he was on the phone with the ambulance, talking to them and making sure they're getting there. But they said, you know, the roads were wet,
right,
and they had to take their time, and that's why it took so long. But the longest hour of my life, you know.
I know.
Praying and watching and ready to help him with whatever is happening.
While that is happening, you're there, but you're not there. You're there, but you're watching yourself. You're there, but you're splintered.
Because a crowd is gathering.
Yes.
You know, there's a Seventh-day Adventist church on the same street. Apparently they had a service or a prayer meeting that night. They were all there in the street.
So the prayers start.
there was a young man about 12 years old who was holding an umbrella over us, which I was not even aware of him. I'm finding this out just
afterwards. Exactly,
just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you're not.
You know,
they saw your physical, but they don't even know.
I met the young man and his dad, and he met Ikhari after he came out of the hospital. But everything that was going on, I just know there was a crowd around, and it was raining, and we were waiting, and I sent for sheets and blankets to keep him warm.
Warm, because that was important, right?
Yeah. You know, the ambulance came. It took them another half an hour to triage him and get him into the ambulance, and then another.
Because you can't move him because of the type of. Now, just so you all understand, so he had, because of the type of injuries that he sustained, and you out there know, the moving of Ikhari now becomes a very precarious matter, because you can't mess up with the move.
Right. His right shoulder was broken, a complete break. In the bone. Traumatic head injury. You know, another hour to the hospital, and
he's losing blood.
You know, and I'm aware that it's a head injury just because he's not producing words.
So something has happened.
And he starts also kind of pawing at his head, at his face, and crying out in pain.
So he too is realizing that there's no sound coming out.
So I know that there's something going on in there that he can't even verbalize. Right. So, you know, and Glenn had told us that he saw the accident and that he was thrown about 15 feet.
Oh, geez.
So
I had no idea. We're taking a break. Just a moment. We're here with Mama Kasim and Rasta Sajafu. And
before you
go ahead.
Further, I want to say, you know, this life, brother Carl, I would say, I guess, something about life. Life is a miracle, and this entire life, you know, where every now and again something happen to make you real, to shake you, you know, to make you realize, you know, like. I met her at a...
Tell that story. That's a good story.
May 19th will be our anniversary.
Tell them why. Talk about it.
We were at celebrating Malcolm X's birthday at Medgar Evers. All right? She... a true West Indian. She's a social worker. She moonlighted as a professor. And on weekends, she joined her friend and go vend Rasta shirts. You know?
3 jobs.
3 jobs.
Plus mother.
Plus mother.
That's how we do it.
You know? And so, after I was at the performance at Medgar Evers, and when I was performing, this little girl came and sat at the stage, waving the Rasta flag the entire time. So I wanted to know who she was after. You know, so I thought
my daughter.
Her daughter. That's why I found her later on with her, you know.
I know you tell me the story.
I found her, you know, and then I bought a book from her. And I remember
you bought a T-shirt from me. I bought a book from you.
You know, and I remember her showing her a poem in my book, and she said to me, "How did you know I need to hear that poem?"
Wow.
You know, and then that poem, I don't say it often, and she always say, "Why don't you do that poem when you go?" You know, because everybody who know me know I'm always the licking shot after Baba.
Right.
You know, this poem is a softer
poem. It's a softer side.
So
of Rasta side.
Allow me to share a little bit.
Please, this is the night. Listen, family, we're here. We see you in the chat room. We know a lot of you listening not in the chat room on your phone. Bless up everybody.
You know,
this is Ikhari celebration. We're here. Jeannie just landed from Jamaica and is here. You ought to understand. Rasta Sajafu, give us the soft side.
Yes, I heard Empress M had called before.
Oh yes, and Empress M and the sister in
Jones.
Yes, she called, and a lot of people have called in.
We cannot pronounce the Yoruba name.
I can't.
I just know of it, so just know that your spirit is here with us.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
All right, so come with it, Rasta Sajafu. Quiet on the set.
this piece.
And look at the camera so they can see.
Me look on her.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, camera. He's looking at his wife. Hello.
And to all the beautiful women out there, this is for you. I saw the skies in this original color for the first time in 6,000 years last night. Black and shimmering with starlights. And suddenly I realized that I could break through these invisible bars. I know now that I can tear down these Babylonian walls and shake myself free from these fetters by chanting Jah Rastafari, these demonic oppressor. And I owe it all to you, my dear. I owe it all to you, my love. You, the mother of creation, who have clothed yourself in the flesh as a daughter of Zion, risking your glory in this wretched land to once again take my trembling hands, teaching me how to see through these eyes of flesh. So now I can see through this demonic web without a .com address. You, my mother, who birthed me, nurtured me, suckled me, then sat quietly as I lust, ransacked and made a mockery of your body, because you knew that one day I would wake up and understand the equation that E equal everything in this global square is but an illusion, and this earth is a grain of sand upon which you plant the Garden of Eden. So though I have spit upon it with profanity, but never once did you stop loving me, even when I left it to become Satan's whore, prostituting myself and street that lead to religious doors, giving me my will and dominion over to pious pimp. Now I know this paradise has grown stink, but you still keep loving me. You still keep loving me. That poem is giving strength to the woman, because it is the woman who we draw our strength from.
In the chat room, wow,
bless
chills. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. We embrace it. We thank you. We thank you.
And she'd always ask me to do that. And
you're gonna have to do that poem more often.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to work on that, right? You have to get that.
Often.
You have to do one for the sisters ever so often.
Yes.
So I was going to say Mama Kasim poem, and you will know which one.
Blessed.
You tell the story of coming together and Ikhari's role in saying he found you. I don't know if you want to share that with the family, because we're sharing here just to put all of this in context so you can all understand. Someone wrote earlier in the chat room, and I'm using Brother C's computer, so I'm not familiar family, so bear with me, but they said something about Ikhari's life and life purpose, you know, and that Ikhari's life. And if you could rewrite, I don't remember who wrote that, something about Ikhari, I don't know if it was Anmore or Houston or Akiwoman or Kim. Someone wrote about Ikhari's life and his purpose. And it's true. Yeah. Because when you hear this story now, it just puts it all together.
When I met her, she had 2 children. And I remember calling my father up, and I tell my father, and he goes, you know they're your children, right? He says, see them no other way. That's what my father said to me. He says, see them no other way but your children. So when I met Ikhari, he was 2 years and 8 months. I met him at Tribute to the Ancestors. I met him at Tribute to the Ancestors, and we met briefly. She went down by the water, then she came back, and she said it's kind of chilly, so she was going to go home. So I helped her carry her stuff to the car. When I put Ikhari in the car, he looked at me and he says, Daddy, where are you going? This is I'm just meeting this little
2-year-old.
You know? And I didn't know how to answer to that. I really didn't know how to answer to that. Mind you, we had nothing going on. We were just friends at the moment, you know? And then he says, Daddy, where are you going?
Right.
I then...
To make sure that you heard him.
To make sure I heard. But so again, I ignore him. I try to divert into other conversation. But he wasn't having it. And he looked at me again and said, Daddy, where are you going? And I said to him, I have to go home to take care of my little daughter, you know, who was with me at the time. And I then turned to the mother and said, if it's okay, you know, that we can hook up a play date or something like that.
Right, with your daughter and him.
She said yes, you know. And I believe it was we communicate via telephone, you know. So finally, you know, when we start to meet each other, he would come and he would sit beside me. Yes, you would come beside and you would sit beside me and you go, I found you. And we weren't playing hide and seek. We weren't playing hide and seek. He would just come and he out of the blue just look at me and he goes, I found you. You know? And through him and his sister, I've learned a lot. You know, I thought I was a father. I wasn't because I had raised a child before, but I wasn't a father. The first child that I raised came to my life when I was 4 years old. We adopted her from West Africa. Maybe that's why
when she was 4.
When she was 4, we adopted her from Liberia, West Africa. So maybe that's why the Liberia jumped in earlier. You know, and so even then, you know, like she would, after we started dating and everything, she would say, "Oh, you're not here for me. You're here for Ikhari."
Oh, wow. In the chat room, folks are saying, wow. And Anmore repeated what she wrote. She says, Ikhari's life has great purpose. It was not the will of the Most High for him to go anywhere just yet. Blessed is the fruit of your womb, sis. This is awesome. She says, you both had no choice. You were chosen to be his father. Anmore, I said the same thing to Rasta Sajafu, that they had nothing to do with this. And this is how when you see the miracles of life. So whether Mama Kasim had any intentions or not, Ikhari made the choice because that's how it was supposed to go down.
Right.
You see? And look now, let's fast forward, what is this, 15 years? How many, 15 years or so?
Going on 14 now.
14 years, right? Let's fast forward. And I look to see, Mama Kasim, that while you are holding it down in Barbados, to see Rasta Sajafu here, holding it down, and let me tell you, every one of us he didn't have, and Mama Kuchi is going to be calling in soon, he didn't have a chance because all of us, all of us, we wanted to know that everything was all right. We wanted to know that the kids were okay, the children were okay. We wanted to know. It was like, are you all right, Rasta Sajafu? Where you know? And when I saw how Rasta Sajafu was just so embracing and open to the love that was being poured your way, I knew that everything was going to be all right. I knew everything was going to be all right. I really, really did. And you both have a miracle here that we can show to the entire community what miracles are made of. Even in the way he said, I found you, right?
Because even we had braced ourselves that even when he came back from Barbados, he would have to go straight to a hospital.
Talk about that.
You know?
Because that's what we heard, that it was going to have to be an ear-lift business.
Yeah, because they kept on pushing back the
date for him to come.
For the coma. They kept on pushing it back, like after it was supposed to be a 7-day induced coma, you know, then he kept on going to where they went over 3 weeks. You know? So even the embassy had contacted us about, you know, the medevac.
Oh, to medevac him.
To medevac him out. So we started to look into that. We started, you know.
Where he was going to be here, where he was going to stay,
so,
all of that.
So the bean, I think he recovered so fast that they tried to kick him out of the hospital.
But let's talk about that. No, it's funny. And greetings to the family coming in and those of you logging on. Sister Sharon here with Mama Kasim and Rasta Sajafu, and in the chat room, they say that Jah works, those two epitomize humility, and you really do. We are talking about Ikhari and the miracle that is Ikhari and celebrating that miracle. Ikhari is here in studios, yes. You will see him and hear him shortly. Just be patient. We have to set up the thing, right? People have to call in and talk, and we set up the thing nice. And people are still on their way because my phone keeps buzzing. What I want you to share is the story. I think that we all kept having our hopes up that he was going to then be taken out of the induced coma and then they're going to work on him. So we all kept praying for that, right? And then we would get the news that, well, not today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to push it back a little bit.
Yeah, he went into a...
Not today.
Yeah.
Then push it back a little bit. And the prayers never stopped. Wait. I see the phone ringing. I don't want to start this part of the conversation. Sister Coochie's calling in. When we come back from Sister Coochie's call, I think we need to talk about how when Ikhari came out of the coma and then how things kind of just you know, Star Trek, they say warp speed. How things just kind of went into, he went from being at no speed that we could see to going into warp speed. So we're gonna come back to that. Mama Kasim, Empress M says, I love to see that smile on Mama Kasim's face when she hears Kitari's name. I love that. Greetings, Mama Coochie.
Hey, greetings, and everyone. Praise and honor this day and every time, you know?
Yes, greetings. Well, they're both here. Go ahead.
Greetings, Sister Coochie.
Well, you know, I'm not even going to call it a miracle. I'm just calling it a community that prayers and lifted us this youth, our son in prayers, and heard our prayers and just answered, you know?
It definitely was. Mama Coochie, just for those, Sister Coochie, for those who don't know, just let them know who you are and what organization, because we're showing how our communities, all the organizations, all the groups came together. Let them know, because a lot of folks are logged on, so let them know who you are. Many of them saw you in studio here, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks.
3 weeks ago already? My gosh, where did the time go? So put everything in context for them, Mama Coochie, please.
Well, I really attach to the organization, consider me as a Rasta woman who humble enough to up to the words of His Majesty. However, there's an organization, a group that is called Rasja, and we do work through Rasja International, and also the women, women's circle, where sisters gather together just to support and embrace each other and empower each other and each other to form for a better. So that's really what, and my calling. I would like holistic practitioner.
Right, that's where I wanted to go. Yes, please.
Yeah,
yes.
and believe that everything can be done in terms of healing, from diet, proper food, and thinking positively, and
yes.
I mean it's to come with that. You can be a vegetarian, you can be vegan, or whether you eat meat or not. If you don't think right, that's part of your being, and it can you ill, very ill.
Absolutely. Sister Coochie, it's funny you're saying that, because Mama Kasim was sharing with us the story of, from when the accident happened, and she actually had to get in that, put herself kind of in that zone. And she said, she uttered it. She put it out there that Ikhari was not going to die today. So the minute she put that out there, I said to her, that was it. She put that in motion, and we immediately, all of us, picked that up and we ran with that. Ikhari was not leaving us today. And that was the positive thinking. And some people call it prayers, people call it meditation, whatever you want to call it. We were all vibrating.
It's called manifestation of the word and the action. Everything manifests. So you have to and you have to call it.
Sis, you're breaking up. Sis, you're breaking up. Are you in a move? We're hearing like every other word. I don't know.
I'm not sure what. Can you hear me better?
Yes, yes. You were saying it's a manifestation of the word.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, yes.
All right. It's a manifestation of the word, because the mother, as a mother, she claim it. You have to claim things,
Yes.
You cannot say, you go to the doctor and him say you're sick, you have cancer, and I have cancer. You claim it, you would have cancer.
Not claiming it.
You have to put it no, you're not claiming it. You're going to say, this is what the doctor say. I know what I have to do to heal myself, and you move on.
Yes.
When I actually read the whole thing on Facebook. I could not. I was numb. I was really, really numb.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, this sister just went to bury her mother, and now her son. I said, oh no, this cannot happen. Right away, I send the information to the sisters, them in a circle, and I say, prayer has to be in order right now. The sisters, them, Sister Aisha passed it on, Jazz passed it on, all of the prayer warriors, them came out, and we were just praying. What we did also is made sure that everyone who received the email, they send it to people who they knew that were prayer warriors.
Yes.
And the prayer just continue.
Yes.
It was just something like, it wasn't going anywhere. I felt it. I called Brother Osachofu right away, and I said to him, I can't believe what I'm hearing. He told me exactly what happened, and I said, no, we got you. We have you. The prayers are in order, and that's how it started.
That's how, and it just took off. I said to Mama Mama Kasim, you were there dealing with what you had to be dealing with, but we were here making sure that the word was getting out, because those of us who understood knew that we had to claim it and we had to put it out there. And the more people we got to be praying, I cannot tell you, Sister Kuchi, when I saw the page, the GoFundMe, I remember going on and bawling, emotional I get, and putting it in, but not making anybody see me, because when they see me, I'm smiling and acting like, but inside I'm crying because I'm the mother of an only child. I have one son. So you know how you're projecting. I'm seeing Omar, I'm feeling for us, Asajifo, I'm feeling for you. And I remember making a donation and sending out to everybody, Sister Kuchi, everybody, like, get on now. We need you praying, and we need you sending some money in. And I'll never forget when I went back on and I saw how this thing jumped. Man, Sister Kuchi, I was dancing. I was singing.
And it went to say prayer without faith don't work, because
he
had the faith. The mother had the faith. The mother claimed it. She said her son wasn't going anywhere.
There it is.
There's a sister who I haven't seen in a very long time, and she's from Barbados. Very good sister. And right away she called me and she said, where can we give blood? I put the word out in Barbados and people are calling me. Where can they go and donate blood? It was really,
real community. It was.
Yeah.
Mama Kassim want to say something. Hold on, because when Mama Kassim wants to speak, we have to let her speak. Go ahead, Mama Kassim.
Yeah, and I have to say, those of you who know me, I'm not a very social person. So, when I first put the call out on Facebook, it was a call for prayer.
Right.
And positive vibrations. That was the highest thing I could ask for.
You expected, right, and you got that and then some.
And I'm a person of faith, and I'm also a person of logic, and I know the science behind it.
Exactly.
There's scientific proof that prayer works. So I had my faith and I had my logic. Prayer.
It's prayer, man.
Is what we needed, and that's what I asked for. But I was so surprised,
blown away, overwhelmed,
blown away to see how everything snowballed. From my few Facebook friends, immediately Sister Renee from Ife Tayo, Ife Tayo Cultural Arts
Big up
Academy, which all my children have been through. She put out an immediate call to prayer to the Ife Tayo family. All of Asajifu's network, just everybody from the children's schools. Our friend Neil, who's here right now.
Yes, Neil is your son.
I believe it was your wife Mindy who put out the information to the Park Slope Food Co-op.
Yes,
and the variety show, which Neil's son and Ikhari perform in every year. And they got involved. They dedicated the show to Ikhari this year because he couldn't be there. Mindy also put out the call to the rock camp, I believe, right? Ikhari's involved in the NYC Rock Camp, which does a summer music camp in New York every year. And I start hearing from them. One of his camp counselors was on his way to Barbados for
It was amazing.
And he got a hold of me.
Yes.
He came to the hospital and visited Ikhari. I mean, everything just started coming in from everywhere, and every, as you said, every faith family, Christian, Jewish. I heard prayers
Muslims,
going out to Jesus, to Allah, prayers to
Jah.
Damari. I have atheists in my network who were sending positive vibrations. I have.
I just want to say this real quick, not to cut you. I remember one evening, Joseph Robbins, a Jewish brother, and it was a Friday evening, and he said he put out a post, and he says, "Okay, now you all know you all won't be getting a hold of me for the next couple of hours. I'm gonna put this post out. I'm gonna shut off my cell phone for Sabbath, you know. But I want you," and he put that out there. He said, "I want you to pray for my Ikhari."
Keep it going. Yes,
you know?
yes.
And that's the power.
I don't want to start tearing up, but
You know,
it's
that's
really
the
true.
power.
It was the power. In the chat room,
You know?
Admore says, this is a clear indication that the village concept still works.
Yeah.
We can take things back. The Empress M says, that's what you call divine order. Houston says, yes, we can, sis. To this day, I hold that firmly. We are an example of this. Okay?
Is Sister Coach still alive?
Sister Coach is here with us, man.
One of the things that we have to do, I'm here, we had to big up CPR because oftentimes we hear about what we're not doing.
Yeah.
And we need to also hear that what we are doing. And the community really, really, really came out. And they oftentimes they come out, you know, but like I said, we play up the negative more than the positive.
True,
and
sis.
I was so honored to be part of this team, and I know all of the women in this circle are so honored, and every time I gave them update, I mean, they would be so happy. It was our son. So when I speak to Brother Osazefu, I don't say how is I carried it, and I always say, oh, it was our son doing.
Yes, yes.
Because it's our son. It takes a village. It is our son, and when we lose anyone, it's losing part of you.
Yes.
Right. So I just knew that we just had to do what we needed to do, and for those that didn't have it financially, the best thing that could have done is the prayers that really went out. Yeah. People were very sincere.
Very sincere.
And this is a great. Everything happened, they said, for a reason, and maybe this is part of saying, you mentioned Muslim came out, Jehovah's Witness came out, Christian came out, everyone came out, Rastas came out, and you know, it just, everyone just came out to unite for that one common call, which was to make sure that
Ikhari,
our son would be with here for a very, very long time.
Yes.
And when you actually get the update, oh, he's walking, he opened his eyes, he looked at me, he hold my hand. I mean, you reading these things with tears of joy, just tears, just like
flowing.
Even though, and I really commend our sister Kasim and Brother Osadefu, because we were getting it day by day.
Yes.
It's like we were living it.
Yes.
I mean, you
They
were
kept
actually
us in-
living
yes,
this, because
yes.
every day I would go and Facebook just to get an update.
Yes.
And every time I read the update, it was something positive. And the more positiveness we heard, is the more we rejoice, and the more prayers went out. And
absolutely,
even when I saw that, okay, he's kind of out of danger, everything is looking good, I lift up my prayers to the Most High and continue praying and say, Jah, to the glory be to you.
Glory be
the
to
glory
you.
be to you. I mean, just reading and praying at the same time, because you know, it was just so touching, and the way the sister would write, like a diary, and
yes,
she just
it
give
was,
us information coming from her heart.
Like we were right there
and
with her.
Putting it out there.
Yes.
And they invited us. They invited us into their private life. You know?
They did. Yes, they did. And I thought about that too, because I know how we live in this kind of world now where, you know, and like Mama Kasim said earlier, she's not a public person, you know. So I know that this took a lot. But you see, sis, I always say, a lot of times I hear about people who have become ill and pass on, and you say, oh my God, I didn't know, because they keep it secret. They hide it. I can't help you if I don't know.
Absolutely.
We can't pray and
Absolutely.
hold you up if we don't know, if you're keeping it. You see, Mama Kasim and Rasta Sajafu did not keep this a secret. And
No,
in not
none at all.
keeping it a secret,
None at
all
all.
the different communities got involved. I'm going to tell
Absolutely.
you, the night of the Bob Marley event, oh, we held up Ikhari up in that place. Our energy was in that room. Oh my gosh. Oh my, you have to be there with us February. Everybody's waiting for you February, Ikhari, to come in there.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the things that I want to say is that we know that prayers, we really needed the prayers, but right away I said, you know, finances. We have to think
let's
about
get to the
finances. We
finances,
have
yes.
to help. So by the time I picked up the phone and said, Brother Marlon, and say, I'm ready. I'm going to call Sister Sharon.
He did.
Then Brother Shaka came. I said, Brother Shaka came and gave his donation. I called Sister Amelia that just met Mama Kasim because they worked at the same place. Amelia said, come next door. I'm not working. I just have a baby. This is what I have to do. I called Sister Laura. She said, send Shaka to pick up my donation. Sister I Shine.
Yes.
You know, Brother Brian, Brother Trevor. I mean, it was like not a person that every single person that I called who didn't even know.
Who didn't even know? Who didn't even know was saying to me where I need to go, what I need to do.
Absolutely.
That's what I loved. And you went on and you saw their names. You went on and you saw people, and then people were sending me notes to say, send the link to so and so for me. I'm at work or I'm on the train. Can you send the link to so and so? Can you share? Some people who were coming back to me, I remember calling Rasta Sergeant Fu and saying, Rasta Sergeant Fu, you see all of them things there a while ago. It's a bunch of CPR people, you know.
Right.
The whole of them just emailed me. I was like, what? See, but the money, no and more.
It tell us that racism is not an inborn concept.
No, it is not.
Racism is something that it was created because racism is something that if you don't feed it, it is not alive. And in this case, everybody put that, no matter what they think, whether it is a Rasta family or not, because we know how people can behave towards Rasta. Everyone came out. Racism is something like it's an inbred, something that people just make up. But the true humanity, we are universal people. The true human side of us do not harbor that type of a negative thinking because it's a Rasta youth or because it's a Baalid youth or because it's a that youth or white or black or different.
One of our
humanity,
in trouble.
we as mothers, we are creator. We are Rasta, we are creator. The human side of us, the loving side of us is what speaks all the time. And when this call came out, whether you call yourself a Muslim or whatever you call yourself, we are not even going into religion or anything like that. We are dealing with the human side, the core of your DNA, and the core of our DNA is all about love.
Love.
And saying that, Sister Kuchi, I want to, when you mentioned finance, all right, so Sister Kuchi called me up and she said, we have something for you. And in my mind was like, I want Kasim to pick it up. You know, first I said to her, put it on the GoFundMe page. And she said, no, you all have to eat here too, right?
Exactly.
You know?
What do you think?
She said, no,
you see, that's the mother.
She said,
that's the mother.
You all have to eat here too, right? You know, and I'm like, but I know within myself we were okay, you know, and I'm like, so she had that. I started to feel bad now. Kasim was like, did you go and pick up the thing from Sister Kuchi? And I'm like, I have to go pick it up. And so I made time. And when I went and picked it up, she had me a envelope.
Yes.
You know, she had me an envelope with $500 that she had collected from friends, you know. And it was that money came right on time.
Always.
That was Bina's. We left there. We went to Bina's birthday shopping. You know. So this way, you know, and we were
right on time.
It takes so much burden off of us.
Of course it did. That's what the community is there to do.
It takes so much burden off of us.
That's what we are there to do, to love you up and take that burden off.
You know, I'm sorry for kept you, if I let it stay up there too long. And you also mentioned that Answer from the meditation.
Oh yes, Answer contributed.
Put in his little 2 cents also.
So many people.
You know, so
every time I looked at the envelope, me say, if him not come, I go spend it in.
You know, and I just want to say thank you to all who contribute. And there are so many people out there who contribute
people
to us.
Who don't even know you.
You know, you mentioned the night. Listen to this, Sister Kuchi. You mentioned the night at the Bob Marley. The night at the Bob Marley, we decided to, you know, we made enough so this way I could put $60 each in every hand. You know. And my brother Sharif, who was here, I went to him first. Here, keep it, man.
Yep, that's what it was.
I went to Ngoma.
Keep it, man.
I went to Sister Nzinga.
Keep it, man. Who's trying to make her way here? Poor thing. She's
I went to Heru. Keep it, man. You know.
Nobody don't want that.
And nobody, you know, they all donate their profit, and I'm like,
can anything be so real? Yes.
You know. Yes. So if you all see the footage of the clip from the Bob Marley tribute that night, that was the spirit.
That was a special night. Sharif is here. Brother Carlisle is here. We will tell you that there was an energy in that room with us that night. It was 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2 hours we were in there for?
As a matter of fact,
but it was.
We even run over
a little
to the other guy's show, and he came in and he even started joining.
Yeah, he was fine.
You know?
He was fine.
You know, Brother Rome Neal.
Rome Neal. And,
Yeah.
and it made me just realize when I felt the energy, because we were all there last year when it started, and that was a great energy. But there was something about this year's event.
Yeah,
Sharif.
because it had
When
to-
you went up there and
Oh, he was.
when Sharif, because what was happening, right?
Take it to
Families,
another
Coochie, if you
level.
can imagine, it had been building, and it had been building, and it's building, and it's building, and we know that we're all feeling it for him, because we know that even though Rasta Sajafu is doing this, he's putting the best, face forward. We knew that inside his heart is everything is in Barbados with you guys. We knew this. So that night is as if, without us even meeting and talking about it, we just all came in and just showered and poured love all over Rasta Sajafu. We were pouring so much love on him that he didn't even, I'm watching him and I'm laughing because I'm like, look at him, he's levitating. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. You saw it, right, Sharif? And you could see him. It's like he was floating, like he went into a zone, and I said, Ashe. Ashe.
There is nothing greater to a poet than to share your work.
Yes.
That night,
Yes.
the poet, everything was shared from. I think I opened it up with the Bob Marley.
Yes, you did.
And I had said nothing else after that. Just introduce people, join us. That was it. And
It was fire.
right.
It was fire. All for this little man over here.
And you know what is the reason? What behind all of this is a lesson. I told Russell Joseph, I said, because of the life that you have lived and the life that your wife, your family is honored. People are honored because sometimes when you don't live good, people don't understand the energy that goes with that.
Yes.
People could have heard John Brown Pitney get licked down.
And nobody
they're
no pay no mind. Okay.
Nobody no pay no mind. Because
So sorry to
people-
hear John Brown. No, we keep going.
Yeah, so sorry to hear John Brown. You pray one night and you go about your business. But this one, the family is so special. Humble Empress, humble King, as I would call them.
Yes.
And the sister, Mama Kasim, came to one of our circles. And when people didn't remember really, because we've been meeting for 3 years, and I said, remember this sister, the one that was sitting over there, and I was kind of like trying to tell them who she was, and the people, some didn't really remember. I said, well, anyway, just go on Facebook. And and even so, they didn't remember who she was, but they still like, Mama Coochie, how is she doing? I mean, it was like I said, we took it on as our
Yes, it's our
son, because
child.
the
Yeah.
calls were coming into my house like it was like my son. Like, how is he doing? Did you hear anything? Amelia next door, every time she see me, hey, did you hear any news? And I was like, good news, good news, good news. And even every time we had our circle, that's the first thing we'd open up. Good news. Good news, and I would read to them, so it goes without saying, it had to be done. It had to come to this because Jah opened up the heavens to receive the prayers, because you can pray, empty prayers, but these were sincere
desires
really
from the
down
heart.
to the core of your heart. When you prayed with like I said to Jah, I laid on my burden, Jah. I laid on my burden, but this youth here, I mean, I put his name, and when you're praying, it's like tears and you're sweating.
Oh, yes.
And I would, I mean, like emotional, and I would say, Jah, boy, I'm always asking for something, but you see, this look one more favor.
Bring him through for me now. Yeah, man.
Bring it through for me.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was like,
Sister Coochie, in the chat room, I just want to share with you. Folks are loving. Sister Aishine is in the chat room, and folks are loving all that you're saying. But Sister Kim just put something in the chat room, which is something that a girlfriend of mine used to say, and I haven't heard it in years. And I'm so glad you put it in there. Sister Melanie, who used to be the bronze goddess, used to say this: your vibe attracts your tribe. You catch that? Your vibe attracts your tribe
today too.
Okay, and I haven't heard that in a minute. And my best friend who traveled on and is an ancestor would always say that. Bronze goddess, and what we always say, your vibe attracts your tribe, man, and your altitude determines your attitude, determines your altitude. And always be with a grateful attitude, and da 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 da. See, there it is. I love that. Listen, I'm looking at the time.
I'm gonna leave now, but
Yes,
I'm
it's
gonna leave now, but I'm just
8:55.
gonna big
Wait, I think
up.
Mama
I'm
Casa
gonna
wanted
big
to
up
say something.
CPR again. Thank you so much for being part of the community and doing the work that you do best.
Thank
God
you,
bless,
Sister Coochie. 1 second, Mama Kasim want to say something to you before you jump.
I was going to say, I didn't even tell you what was going on in Barbados in terms of community. Again, it's a small island. My cousin Corrine Booth started the GoFundMe.
Big up Corrine, man.
From here in New York. She contacted the Barbados newspaper. They came, interviewed me, did a story, ran my picture and Ikhari's. Everybody on the island knows me. And everywhere I go,
Community.
the supermarket, everywhere I go, somebody was stopping me. You're the lady in the paper. You're the lady. How is he doing?
Oh.
I asked my pastor to pray for him.
You see?
I mean, everywhere,
I'm telling you, it's a
people
great
were stopping
story.
me and asking about Ikhari.
It's a great story. And, you know, I just, Sister Kuchi, I am just happy that we are here to be a part of this, because I know that when Ikhari does what he will be doing, and we see him, we are going to say, hallelujah, we know why he was saved. You understand what I'm saying? Ashe. We know that this man-child here in this promised land is a special child for us. And so, on that note, we say, I know it's time for you to go, Mama Kuchi. Go ahead, Rasta Sergeant Fu, and then we're going to...
You know, what you mentioned there about your tribe, your known... your
vibe attracts your tribe.
You know, we have lived in this community.
Yes.
You know, like I would go to African Street Festival, and Marcotte would say to me, how come so much people know you? Because we walk every step and somebody saying hello, hello.
Yes.
But I never saw myself.
Oh.
You know?
You never realized how we love you.
You
never realized how we love you.
Until it was...
You never know, say you're a big thing.
So you know, Kari, you went through hell for this, but it's true. I'm actually seeing myself and say, wait a minute. I need to hold my head up and
real high,
stronger now, because
yes,
so much people,
yes,
you know, have been giving me energy over
love and devotion we have for you.
You know,
you understand? We love you.
So, you know, from out of I say something that I know what it means when it say from out of darkness come forth.
And look who just walks in the room right in time. Yes,
you know, from
out of darkness comes light.
Come forth light.
And this is what this is. This is out of a very dark place.
Right.
Out of a place that in January it was so cold, the winter was so rough, and we all got down on our knees and we sent prayers up into the heavens and into the atmosphere, and we shift things and shift the vibrations. And I felt it, and all of us felt it when we were doing it. And you know why? Because this had to be done, because Ikhari is our miracle baby. You see,
right.
Ikhari is our miracle baby, to restore faith in us as we walk around thinking that I don't have to worry about that or no. No, Ikhari has restored our faith. More of us are praying a little more now. More of us are staying on our knees a little longer now. You know what I'm saying? Because of this.
Before I leave again, tell our son that I have the money for the first ticket. I'm going to purchase the first ticket to his concert.
Ikhari, you heard that? Sister Ikhari, you heard that? Sister Kuchi says she's going to buy the first ticket for your concert.
All right.
The concert is sell out long time, still doing a Kuchi. Oh, you do that, man? No, you going to buy the first one, never going to buy the second and the third. You know, said start now, right, Kuchi?
Absolutely.
Listen, Sister Kuchi, we love her, we appreciate you.
Yeah, man, blessed and love, man.
Thank you, my sister. Love, and we look forward to having you.
Very good. For those that believe in miracle, this is just one, you know?
Yes, this is just one.
And I'm going to say this.
All right.
Respect,
okay,
Sister Kuchi. Love.
My mantra is that there is more good in the world than evil.
Yes, there is.
However, the forces of evil, they're shouting louder. You know,
that's all that's happening. But empty barrels make the most noise.
There's more good in the world
than there is evil. We know that. Absolutely, Ashe.
You know, I don't know if we have to shout louder, or we just continue to hold our faith, hold our
continue doing the work that we do. It's about the work that we're doing. Yeah.
You know,
continue doing what we're doing.
You know?
That's what we continue to do, because we saw how we worked, and here we are. Well, listen, it is. I think it's time for me now. My segment is. It's 9 o'clock because it's coming up to start time, you know. Yes, he's coming. He's here. Start time, it's coming up. But there are some other family and friends in the studio who want to come up and say a few words. So Brother C, you're gonna give us a cousin Darlene or Auntie Darlene, I think.
Auntie Darlene, who cooked for me every day.
Yes, she's in the chat room. Big up to the Bajan family. Big up. It's just going so fast in the chat room, but I see her. So, Brother C, we're gonna take a quick break. Family, we're gonna take a quick break, put on some music, and we'll be right back with more as we celebrate the life of Ikhari. Yes. Bless. This is sweet. This is going well. I can't believe that hour went by so quick. You did good. You see that? Come. So.
What did you say now? Oh yeah. Working on a night shift with the forklift. Working on a night shift, yeah. Forklift.
Sometimes policies can cause atrocities. Borders and restrictions cause segregation. Drop! Danger zone. Pollution and contamination causes destruction. Drop! Drop! Danger zone.
you were a bit too shy.
Ikhari. Audio, please. Praying for Ikhari. Oh, yes. And the prayers have gone out, and the prayers have certainly worked. If I could get some more in the headset, please. And the community that came together, you haven't heard the last of it yet. I think we're about to hear some more from someone who contributed to Ikhari's growth and now to his healing. Do we have someone on the line?
Yes.
Hello?
That Brother Mooney?
Okay, I think we're about to... Okay, we're having a little technical situation here, but do understand that, Rasa Sajafu,
yes.
we've not covered the full extent of the community, have we?
No.
Talk to us about, and I'm sorry Mama Kasim left, but talk to us about the support that Mama Kasim got from co-workers and the support that you got from co-workers.
Right. Yes, the co-workers I will talk from my job, brother by the name of Josh, and Josh called me, and then he just put it on the boomerang, he just echo it, and one of the first, I went online and I saw my boss put $1,000 up, yes, and then I saw all these people from my job, just keep putting, and I've been out I do rooftop landscaping, so the summer our work is in the summer, so in the winter, we're off, and so now we are going back this week, next week will be my first day back to work to see them to say thank you. You know.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back to that,
Yeah.
but we do have on the line Brother Mooney.
Yes, Brother Mooney, are you online?
Yes, I am actually.
Hey, how are you, Brother Mooney? All right, let me properly
I'm
introduce
doing all right,
you.
everyone over there.
This is Brother Mooney, formerly of Steel Pulse, who spent 20 years on the road as a Steel Pulse. What kind of guitar did you play,
27.
Brother Mooney?
27 years.
27 years, wow. And also
Yeah,
the husband of one of our great community, you know,
Angels.
Angels.
Fabian Miranda.
You know, Fabian Miranda, who left us like about, how long ago was it that she's still with us, but in the flesh she left us like?
2013, right before, like 3 days before the Christmas. You know?
Right, you know.
I'll say the Christmas because everybody knows that day. So it's like 22nd, 23rd, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ikhari, that
Yeah.
is Brother Mooney on air, you know. That is Brother Mooney speaking. All right.
So, Brother Mooney, first of all, tell us about your connection to Ikhari.
Wow, we go way back. I think I was introduced to Ikhari when he was like 6 or 7 years old. I think maybe 8, 7 years old. And Ikhari was very a little different from all the other students that I had. It was very active, very he was just very active. He had a lot to say. He had so much on his mind. Well read. He reads a lot and he's versed in a lot of things, but he was just very active. And with a regular teacher, they would say he has problems. But I instinctively see, and I said, oh no, he has so much to say. Hopefully the world can handle what he has to talk about. So he's been my first student and one of the first students in class. How I've seen him grow, you can tell those who are interested in guitar because you don't have to tell them to study. And he always come back to the class with something new to learn and or something new, some new questions and that he wanted answered. He was always constantly learning stuff on the guitar, which is good. You know, there's others that have parents that want their child to play guitar or drums, but sometimes they're not really interested. You know, it's like, I don't know why my parents got me. But there was no question, without a doubt, that Ikhari was interested in the guitar. He managed to play a guitar. I think it was a Sajafu's guitar, and it gave him problems. But man, he worked it through, and he ended up, you know, shining bright. That's what I can say about him. Yeah.
It sounds
My
to me
first
like
experiences with him.
It sounds to me like you're echoing something we've heard a lot here this evening, that Ikhari is a very special person who has a lot to contribute to the world. And, well, we could not lose him at this point because he certainly hasn't contributed much of what he has to contribute. This evening, though, we're celebrating community and the way the community has rallied to support the family in general and Ikhari in particular. And I understand you have made a very special offer going forward. You want to talk to us about your contribution?
To Ikhari?
Yes.
Well, I didn't want to talk about it too much, but I
does
had an
Ikhari,
epiphany,
wait a minute,
and,
does Ikhari know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
then
he
you
knows,
could
yes.
talk about it because he's sitting here smiling from ear to ear. And
is he though?
All right,
I didn't know he was going to be there. I thought he was going to play on the phone. And
oh no, he's here.
Of course, he's in the studio. Of course.
No, Brother
Why
Mooney,
would I-
we
what
just
was I
live up the
thinking?
block from the studio, so we didn't drag him
I
too
know,
far.
that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
just
know
live up
that.
the block, so we didn't have to drag him too
'Cause
far.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on Ocean.
All right,
Ocean
so Brother
Music?
Mooney, if you don't want to, I will say, Brother Mooney has offered his time and talent to once again take Ikhari as a student underneath his wings to help him to regain the confidence, to help him to regain the fingermanship of the guitar. That is what Brother Mooney has stepped in to do. You know.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though. It's not just that Brother Mooney is going to have Ikhari as a student, but we should let folk know that he's contributing his time
Right.
Yes.
to this endeavor.
It's all right. I had an epiphany, and I woke up. Maybe it's Fabian. I don't know, but I woke up and I said, "I need to teach. I need to work with Ikhari." And this has had nothing to do with money. I'm at the point right now, whatever I do has nothing to do with money. Money actions make you contribute to things a different way. So I said it had nothing to do with money, and I said, do I really feel like doing it? I said, why not? Those martial arts guys, they like, just, I'll take your son under my wing. You know, so I decided to do that kind of vibe, and that's how it is. You know, and why not? You know, people who've been in the business and everything should give something of themselves to other young people aspiring. And he seems to be one of the few that's really aspiring to be a healthy young, you know, guitarist. I can see where he's going. I pity anybody in the next 5, 7, 8 years from now. Oof, yikes. So I decided, I said, well, you know, let me give this brother all I know and everything. And also it goes past that, too, because it involves, like, mentorship and stuff. And I've been apart with him outside a little bit of just music or guitar. And it had to do with, you know, just other things like rites of passage or stuff like that. Yeah.
Rites of passage, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he was like he was the candidate, you know, for me to put all my energy into the individual, you know, bit by bit. Straighten up, sit up, watch your head, and things like that. Just kidding. Anyway, he gets the drift. He knows that he's there, you know, and he has so many questions. When I seen him the last time, and I was unfortunate I couldn't answer everything that he wanted to know. I mean, it was like it would take hours to explain stuff to him that big. So he had so many questions. I said, you know what, he needs a special sit-down moment, and just, you know, for like 2 or 3 months, because I hear he's going to guitar camp. And I said, well, you know, let me just set him up so he'll be ready for that. And not just the regular stuff that guitar teachers teach everybody to pass the time of day. I'm giving Ikhari real-life situation, which is what I believe all students need, the real life, what it's like in the real world. Not, you know, not the books you sit there and read and you wonder, how can I apply this in the real world? What I'm going to do is give him real life situations, you know. What would you do if you're in a band? What would you do if you're performing in front of somebody? How do you act? How do you act? You know, those little things, and carries a lot of weight. People respect you when you know that kind of stuff, yeah.
Sorry. Ikhari is going to be performing for us in a few minutes, so if you're able to watch, we invite you to log on and watch as Ikhari does his thing for the audience in studio and live on the internet. But we want to thank you, my brother, for taking time out of your schedule to be a part of this tribute to community.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hold on. Someone wants to say something to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Miss Gord. Mr. Gord.
Make sure it's turned on.
I just want Brother Mooney. We have in studio, we have Ikhari's bandmate Jordan, who a couple years ago they did a show together at the co-op, and they actually wrote their own music. They actually, the song that they play, they actually wrote it. That just blew me away. 2 days ago, he was in the room playing, and when I asked him what was he playing, and he goes, I just made that up. You know? And I was like, and I'm like, I walk away because I was gonna say, you don't remember, you know, because so, brother man, all I can say is thank you immensely. And I think you have one of your former student here.
Who's that?
Joffrey.
Who's that? I can't hear you.
And I believe one of our Sister Jean's son. I believe my first recital that I did at Ifitayo.
Oh my God!
This is when our brother Damali was there, and it's
Oh
like,
my God!
yeah, the Brooklyn Sombrero, I believe. So it's like,
Yeah.
you was always there for us as the youth too. So I guess I'm here for a reason right now. I did not know where I was coming this evening. It's just all about the support. And
That's so cool.
I just wanted to put that out there because that performance that we did when I was younger, it was something that I carry with me to this day still to let me know that we have it in us, whatever it is.
All right.
And thanks for letting me know that.
Wow, that is great to hear. As you get older, you start to forget the things that you've done in the past, and after a while, you start saying, "Gee, what have I done?" And it's good to hear a youth saying, "You mean you don't remember that?" And I'll go, Then you start to elaborate more. I'm like, "Oh my God," So then,
that was a performance that I really held on to because it's like I had Brother Damali. I was the one on the drums, and Brother Damali was the drum
Yeah,
teacher.
right.
And both of y'all was on the guitars, and it's like I'm actually up here with people that's doing it. That's how I looked at it. And you always put it out to me that we're all same individuals. Basically, you told me at the time that you didn't watch TV, so you didn't know what famous was. So.
Right, that's still
it's certain things that I just like to heal you up for.
Well, good thanks,
and just
man.
to know that this brother, I've known him since he was young. That's what I was explaining to his mother when I came in the room.
Wow,
and it's like, yes,
and,
the big
you're
family
still
that
calling him,
we're all a part of is very, very powerful. I like to say, and I'm just seeing it now myself also.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
Wow.
And want to say thank you, Brother Mooney, for the contributions that you've made over these decades to community, humbly but purposefully, nonetheless. And we thank you for that.
Brother Mooney, real quick. Let me say this.
Yes.
I went into Sam Ash to buy something for the guitar or something like that for Ikhari. And I went into Amash and I go, and we were looking for a guitar, and you were telling me you were the one who told us what and then what guitar to buy. And when I tell them, and as soon as I mentioned Brother Mooney, they lit up the entire guitar. They just lit up. So when you say Brother Mooney that you have been doing this for you have been on the road for 27 years with Steel Pulse, man. You have given the world a lot, brother. A lot. Give him a hand for that. You have given the world a lot,
Thanks. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
And as you go, my brother, in the chat room, Empress M says, Papa Mooney is the greatest teacher Ikhari could have. Not saying this because I've known him since elementary school, but he's a wonderful, loving human being, a great teacher.
That's Empress Madupe.
That's from Empress Madupe, who's logging in from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So the love is coming for you, my brother.
Thank you. Wow, I'm totally overwhelmed.
Yes. So
it's not every day, you get your props up and everything, you're grudging through all the life every day, and as time goes by, you say, oh, well, what...
Come here, just a minute. Come here, Ikhari.
And again, we thank you for deciding to do for Ikhari what you've decided. Thank you so very much.
Just a minute, Brother Mooney.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Yes, Christian. Yes, Ikhari. What's up, man? I'll see you Saturday. Is this Ikhari?
Hi. I can't hear what he's saying.
No, you're not going to hear him.
I was just saying, is that Ikhari?
Oh.
I think the lesson starts this Saturday.
Wait, hello?
I think the lesson starts this Saturday.
Yes, and tell him I'm just going to listen right now because I know I speak a lot. I took up a lot of time, so basically I just want to hear him play.
Okay, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Brother Carla.
Okay, we're getting to the point of Ikhari playing,
Yeah.
but before we get to that, we have some other talents in the house this evening who want to share, who I want to ask to share some talent with us. And,
Oh,
and,
nice.
and folk are pointing at other people, and folk are looking at the floor like they don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so who's going to go first? Let's put it
so
that
here,
way.
here we go. I carry the superstar tonight, and we're just warming up the show for him. All right, we are warming up the show. In house we have Brother Sharif, who mashed down, mash it down at Bob Marley tribute this year, and we have Nzinga who came mash it up, who said, and they don't know, so I don't know what they're gonna bring for you. They have both been here in studio before, so I'm gonna move away and let any one of them jump in here with Brother Mo. All right, so come on in.
Brother Mooney, we're going to let you go, and you could log on and listen online, of course. Ikhari will be up in a few moments. CPRlive.org.
Do me a favor, if someone can just send me the link on my phone. Asajif, who has my cell phone number?
We'll get it to you. Okay. We'll get it to you.
Okay. All right, Brother Cup. Take care.
Peace.
Okay, easy.
Is this mic on, Sable? Four.
Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
It sounds good.
Yeah, this is my man Sharif. We go way
feel
back.
Feel free to stand if you're more comfortable.
I'm good.
Good.
And from Ikhari was a little boy. We've been around him.
Please introduce the artist.
This is my brother here, Sharif Ali. I call him the nano poet. He's a scientist. He say things that's gonna probably you will get in your next life. But yes, you will get some of the stuff that he said in your next life. But it's planted. Whatever he throw out there, it will be planted at you. So big up to the people in the chat room. You are in for a treat. Not only the chat room, but worldwide who are listening. Yes, brother.
So you put me on the spot again. I wasn't planning on reading tonight, but it's definitely a blessing to be here, and I'm very, very happy to see Ikhari back home. I remember him when he was this small, right? But I'll keep it very short and sweet because it's not about me; it's about Ikhari tonight. And Asaji Fu, I also want to say, you talked earlier about the show. People don't realize how hard it is to go through what you've been through and actually put on a show and go out there and just stand on stage and just show the love. It's very difficult for artists to do that.
I had a lot of love around me, man.
But so we talk about the prayers going out to Ikhari and that vibration and that kind of what I call science that makes that kind of stuff happen. So I'll just keep it very simple and say that I truly believe in science, and this piece is about the scientific or the science aspect of the world or the universe that we reside in. And it goes a little something like this. It's I got a black woman with veins in her voices, friends kissing a baby carriage, strumming an acoustic guitar with an underpaid college degree that can't keep up an event check marathon. You see, the interest of her student loan is worth more than interest in her community. So she lives with umbrella people under the surgeon's knife, sporting stigmatic medallions that shine like crack gold in '89, but now it blings like Sierra Leone. And her ignorance is passed down through the branches, and our children are plugged into the matrix. Plugged into a Cinemax future. See, it's scientific. This Babylonian cycle when money can evaporate like bad weed. You can feel out of place like a Christian in an Arabic kufi. Like a kufi in an Arabic Christian, like a 45 caliber no half pike tucked me the driver's seat. I am but the bourgeoisie dreads, consciousness smuggling ISIS dreads, a Pentium chip and a crack of holy bread, my thoughts like a chassis belt wrapped tight, they can't mess with my head, and just like that, My lobby card expired 12 years ago when we were virgins, and I believed in Nazareth. Now I believe in CNN and all the nonsense it brings in this wireless society survival between the mind and the machine world, like neuroscience, cryptology, finger painting, and brain cell, eclectic caliber spinning genocide from a majestic gun, Phoenician piracy, a delicate murder, hand gliding on a drum roll, chokehold a metaphor, because Africa's coffin can be answering a pagan's curse like black on black crime is really a quadratic equation, believing the black man from the monster's ball. You see, it's scientific. We came before the egg. We came before the ape. We came before the earth. We came before before became before they became aware that we came before them. Now put your God in a Darwin theory, and he still comes out black. I'll leave it at that.
Boom.
Thank you.
Yes. Make some noise, brother Sharif.
Sharif Ali.
We are actually Sister Sharon. We're after the Bob Marley show. Sister Sharon said, you got to do more than one show. You know, you got to do more than just one a year. So this is the first time I'm putting it out there. Me and brother Sharif, we have collaborated on a show. This is gonna be June the 11th at the New Rican Poet Cafe. Listen to the name of it. When Poetic Soldiers Speak. That is the name. When Poetic Soldiers Speak. What's the next part again? Warrior? When Warriors Speak. Poetic Soldiers When Warriors Speak. Revolutionary words. That
you heard it here, June 11th.
All right. So, Nzinga, no. Nzinga, come on. We have to bring some. Come on, Nzinga, come on. We have to. Estrogen energy, estrogen. We need balance. Come on, sister. So, we're bringing a balance. Come on, time running out. Come on, quick. Balance, come on. You know? Okay, sit down. So this is my friend Reg Tuwina. Reg Tuwinia.
Nzinga.
Where that Reg Tuwinia name from? Where's it from?
My mother gave it to me.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
Reg Tuwinia. And for years,
good answer.
For years you used the name Nzinga. For years we even knew you as Nzinga.
Yes.
You know, and sister is fire. If you know the story, the history of Nzinga, you know, who was fearless warrior, this is the sister right here. You know, so there you go.
Nzinga is an ancestor of so much beauty and power. The legacy that she left for us as women is incredible. And especially during this last day of March, Women's History Month, you know, it really, really would behoove everybody to study the history of Queen Anne Nzinga, of the Ndango people in the country that is today known as Angola in Africa. She fought against the Portuguese. She infiltrated their army. She learned their language. She learned the language of her oppressor so that she could speak in the tongue of the enemy. The same way they come to us in our community and speak with forked tongue. So many lessons are to be learned from the military strategy that a woman put forth in a time when our people were being conquered. So don't let anybody ever tell you that we laid down on our backs and we just took slavery and we allowed them to just come in and take us and take our land and take our language, our people. No. We had warriors who fought back. And Queen Nzinga was one of them. And they tried to write her out of the history books. But thanks to Dr. Chancellor Williams, who wrote a book called Destruction of Black Civilization, go out and get it and buy that book, read it. In that book, he introduces you to the history, her story of Queen Nzinga. So I highly encourage you to do some studies, do your homework, do some research, and learn about this magnificent woman warrior, Queen Nzinga.
Yes.
Wanted to say that.
Well said. All right.
Is there a poem somewhere in there?
Oh, so that's my African name, and it always will be. I'm happy to say that since then, there have been so many Nzingas that have been arising, so many babies being born, and the parents are naming them with that name Nzinga. So as I was saying to my brother here, Ras Asajifo, I'll always be Nzinga. It's just I didn't want to have any type of multiple confusion with the names and the many different multiple names and Nzingas that are out there now. Because at that time, next to Nzinga Ratabisha, I was the first or the only Nzinga on the poetry scene for the East Coast. So, you know, that's why I said to my brother here, I'll always be Nzinga, but I chose to do my Facebook page with my birth name, which is equally as unique, Reg Tuinia, it means courage. So, you know, you're going to find me not by my African name, but you're going to find me by my birth name. And if you go to Facebook, you'll see me on Reg Tuinia. The page is called Reg Tuinia Reg. That's REGTUINIAH. REG, yeah. So.
What do you have to share with us today?
I thought Ikhari was going to come up here with me.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then let me move out of the way.
Come on up here with me.
Okay. We have to take this call now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The call is not coming in. So.
Call's not coming in? Okay. All right. This is.
You want me to move out of the
No,
way?
have her. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought maybe
before
he
the
could,
call comes back.
Come on, Ikhari.
I thought he could be here too. So.
Yeah, come on, go over there.
Because tonight is about Ikhari. We're so happy.
We're running out of time. Come on.
We're so happy that Ikhari is here. We have a call coming in.
Put her through, please. Okay, we're going to shift gears right here for a moment. We've been waiting for this call for a minute. One big piece of this whole coming together of the community happened when one person took it upon herself to do something very special. And we have her on the line, Sister Coco. Greetings.
Welcome, Coco.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. This is Rasta Sajifu and Brother Carlisle, who is host of the program CPR, call it, Real Talk. So tonight is Real Talk.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so we're inviting Mama Kasim up, but I will say, when Mama Kasim called and said, my cousin, and I just met you a couple of days before at grandmother's funeral, and
okay, I didn't realize that.
Yes, that was my first time meeting you, so Mama Kasim, Mama Kasim, say hello to Coco.
Hi, Coco.
Hi, Kasim.
Yeah, so you were inspired to do a GoFundMe page, and I'm gonna say this: when Kasim told me that you were gonna do the GoFundMe page, the pride in me was like, no, because too much of my information was gonna go out there. But I want to tell you, I have learned to be humbled. Teach me real humbleness, and so thank you. And we want to ask, I think, Brother Carlisle, this is a community, and you have been a part of the community. Brother Carlisle, you want to ask her?
Well, Sister Coco, we're here celebrating community this evening because we're just overwhelmed by the way in which community came together around this issue, around this tragedy that came about on January 17th. And you are a big part of the community in terms of the efforts that the community made. And we want to celebrate you this evening and want you to share with the community how you got involved and what exactly was your part in all of this.
Okay, well, I got involved when I received, I think it was a phone call or I think I might have seen it on Facebook that something happened to Qasim's son when they went out, to Ikhari when they went out to Barbados. And both of, they're my cousins. And when their mother passed away, I knew, Qasim's mother passed away, I knew that they were traveling to Barbados to go and bury her, which is something I wanted to be a part of, but I just couldn't at the time. So when I got the phone call or some kind of message that said that Ikhari got hurt, I was immediately devastated because, first of all, number one, that's family. Number two, like you said, community and family, they're intertwined. They're very important. And what inspired me to start the GoFund page, or what inspired me to, or motivated me to want to be a part of this, is that, first of all, I'm very family oriented. I would be considered my family genealogist. So I've always been one to celebrate family, to look for family, to connect family to one another. And so this to me was just another part of a responsibility that I felt I had to do. I had to somehow contribute in my own way. I couldn't be there physically. I couldn't be, I couldn't be by Ikhari's side. I couldn't be by Qasim's side. But what I could do is I can try to garner support from the United States. And so that's what I did by starting the GoFundMe page.
You set a goal, and how did you arrive at that goal, and what made you think you could get it done?
Well, I coordinated with Qasim over the phone. Actually, I think Sherry, her sister, had mentioned a number to me, and I relayed that number to Qasim over the phone, and Qasim agreed to that number, but Qasim was also very skeptical. She was very humble. She didn't know if she wanted to, to put herself out there like that and put what happened to her son out there.
Maybe
and, she was very skeptical, but I think I convinced her, actually I know I convinced her to just let me start the page for her. Don't worry about anything. I'll take care of it. So that's kind of how that came about.
Did you have experience doing this before?
Well, actually, I attend Columbia University, and I go to school for nonprofit management. And so, I also work in the development field. So in development, you fundraise, you raise money.
Yep.
So this is something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping others, not just family, but anyone in need. So for me, this came very natural, very natural. I put no thought in it whatsoever.
Give her a hand. Yes.
You might be hearing from us tomorrow.
Do I hear clapping?
Yes.
We have a full studio here. Full studio.
And you set a goal and a timetable. Is that what you did?
I set I didn't set the goal. Sherry helped me set the goal, but I made sure that every step that I took, I had Qasim's support. I didn't want to do anything that would make her feel uncomfortable, that would make her husband Ross feel uncomfortable, or that would make Ikhari, feel uncomfortable when he got better. So I was very respectful of her needs, and I just took everything into consideration.
Was there anything in particular about this situation that contributed to the success, or is this just par for the course?
It's not par for the course. There are people who constantly are looking for contributions because of a need that they have, and people do not rally around them. I am very known for being a family person. I'm very known for being very Afrocentric and very community conscious. So when I ask people, look, I really need your support in something, because I have such a wide network of people, and it's not about bragging, it's just that I constantly have my feet on the ground. I'm constantly reaching out to family members who I've never met before, but I've done research and I found them. So I have a large network of people that I'm in communication with. And so when I put this out there, a lot of people said, you know what, I'm going to do what I have to do to help Coco, even though I don't know Qasim. And then also I think another thing that was great was Qasim has, and Ikhari have people in their lives
for example, Ikhari's teachers and students and people who work at Qasim's job. These people have done so much to support her, and without them, it couldn't have been done. It's not just me that made the effort. Like you said, it was a community effort. And I think between me and everyone else and Qasim and even Ikhari, you know, believe it or not, we were all able to get it done and succeed and surpass our goal.
Any words of advice for anyone having a trying situation who might want to turn to GoFundMe? What would you suggest?
I absolutely recommend GoFundMe. There are a lot of people in the world. I mean, I know that social media, and if you watch the news, they show so much negativity, so you have this feeling sometimes that people don't want to support, or people have too much going on in their lives to take time to help you or think about you for a couple of minutes out of the day. If there's anybody out there who is going through a trying situation and they are financially strapped, I would definitely recommend GoFundMe. They would be surprised how many people out there will be willing to help them, even strangers. I donate to people on GoFundMe who I don't know. Sometimes I just peruse the website and just look for things, and if I see something that I really, you know, a cause that I want to donate to, I donate, whether it's $10, $20. The whole point of crowdfunding is that it takes a community. Crowdfunding doesn't work when it's one person. That's, you know, you don't have a bunch of Donald Trumps and Bill Gates running around. Each one of us, if we just contribute a little bit, we can change someone's life, and that's what happened here.
Well, you certainly contributed in a major way in changing lives and building community, and we thank you for it. We wanted to recognize you for it and to thank you for it this evening publicly, and to say it was a tremendous job that you did putting this together. Any final thoughts?
No, just want to say hi to everyone in the studio, and I really, really appreciate you having me on, and just love, peace, and respect.
All right, then. Yes. And we really, really appreciate what you did. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Coco.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And thank you for your bravery. Right. Thank you for the strength. All right. You really, really, what you did helped Mama Qasim to be down there all this time, not worrying. For some people who want to know what happened, we were able to help. During the time that he spent at home down there, we were able to hire, someone to come in and help him with his therapy and stuff like that. So it's all this financial donation is being well spent. Thank you.
Good. That means the world to me, and I'm really glad everything worked out.
Right.
We thank you, and of course we thank all those who contributed to the GoFundMe towards Ikhari's well-being. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Coco.
Also,
thank you.
While we're on the GoFundMe thing, we were like, I think 8,000 something, and we needed to get an anonymous donor donated $1,700 to bring us up, And then
I saw that.
Yeah, and then it just kept on going. So to all those anonymous out there, we thank you. We know you all, because we are spiritual people, so we know you all in the spirit well. We're coming to the time that you all have been waiting for to see Ikhari.
Before you move on to that, the question was asked, what was the final tally in the GoFundMe campaign?
I don't have the exact number offhand, but I know it's over $13,000.
It's over $13,000. Sister Qasim has the information.
As of today, it's at $13,402. All right then.
Okay. And is it still live?
Yes, it is.
Still live. Okay.
And
all right, great.
Sister Coco, before you go, and for all of those of you listening, even though this is about Ikhari, this is a not-for-profit organization, you have a lot of skill that I think this organization could use, and I'm gonna try to see if they can hook up so you can contact them. Their website was just hot the other day. Right now we're using a patch-up website to bring you this broadcast, Their website and everything was hacked, and, someone did a job on them, So I'm gonna pass your information on to them so this way you can help them in whatever way to do some organizing. All right, sister?
Oh, sure.
Yes, yes, yes. And thank you again and continue that positive vibe that you have. I love it. I love it. I love it. One blessed love. Mama Kasim wanna say something.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Coco. I really appreciate everything you've done. And you know, like Asajifu said, it just, you know, I was saying earlier that I put out a call for prayers. And, you know, when you brought up the idea of the financial contributions, it's you know, I wasn't even thinking of that. And it did so much to help us to be able to stay there, for me to be able to stay there in Barbados without worrying, and to, you know, to take care of the expenses for us to stay there, and for Ikhari to have physical therapy there after he came out of the hospital. It just went a long way. Much appreciated.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That was the point. That was exactly the point.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you again.
All righty then. All right then.
All right. Good night.
Good night. We're just about out of time now, but we still have time to hear from Ikhari.
Jordan and Margaret,
and
come
I know
on
that
up here.
Ikhari speaks probably best through his guitar, but I'd like you to say, if you would like to say a few words, I would have you do it. Go ahead.
The song I'm gonna play is, oh my God, what is it called again? Sorry, Redemption by Bob Marley. It's a song I heard before I even learned how to play guitar. I still haven't completely learned it yet. I'm halfway there, but just listening to the song, it fits in whatever situation you're in. Like if you're happy, you're sad. It fits like just your feeling. Like you can relax and just calm down and watch the world and everything. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna play.
And by the way, when Ikhari says he's learning it, he means he's relearning it. He's lost some things, some memories. So he's actually relearned this music within the last few days.
And yes, behind Ikhari is future trap set player, drummer, all right, Jordan, you know, and soccer player, you know, all right, and you know, he was the first band that they formed together and wrote music together, all right, and as a matter of fact, the first vocalist on their stage was Malcolm, their younger brother. He was the first vocalist in their band, you know, all right, yeah, all right, so yes, so do what you have to do. We have like 7 minutes to go before they kick us off here.
Saber, you have... It's in the board, Sharon. It's in the board.
Wait, what? The mic is in the guitar. I'm gonna try to be beginning because that's the hard part actually.
Take your time.
There you go.
Take your time.
Sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my head was made strong. emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.
Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption songs, songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
More.
Make up something.
Create something.
Like you did just now.
I hear you like rock.
Purple Haze.
Give us anything.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember Purple Haze.
All right. And what you were
Come with anything.
Whatever comes to mind. Just.
Jordan, you want to knock out a beat for him?
Okay, we got 4 minutes. Okay, do something. Just do whatever you feel like. No pressure.
Yeah, whatever song you were doing last night that you say you made up. Just freestyle. Do something for how you feeling right
Just
now.
jam, man. Let's just jam.
Yeah, the natural mystic just blowing through the wind. With the three little birds singing. Lively up yourself, Bob Marley may be gone, but him spirit is still living. With so much things to say, still keeping us jamming. Because rebel music of Trench Town will always rock. And no crazy ballad can stop that. No woman a cry. The heathen asks why. You see them can hear the music of the redemption song, but the real situation, you see them can't understand. Thank you, people. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for reaching out, for reaching out and touching the heavens, for touching God, for touching whoever you call that being from all different faith or walks of life. We say thank you. We say thank you to CPR family, a part of the community. Thank you to Sister Kuchi. We say thank you to our co-workers. We say thank you to friends and family all across the world. Barbados, Jamaica, England, Australia, right here in the USA. We say thank you to the African community, to our Yoruba community, to our Islamic community, to our Hebrew community, to our Jewish community, to all the branch of the Christian community. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's come together. Let's come together and form a community for our people. One blessed love. CPR forever.
Yes, Ashe. Everybody give it up for Ikhari.
Ikhari.
This night is about him.
We love you. We love you, my brother. We love you.
He
Want to
said,
thank
I
you
love
all
guys
for.
too.
Ikhari sends his love. I join him in thanking you all for logging on this evening, being a part of this very special evening, a very special community conversation. It's a part of our community conversation series, and they don't come any more special. We thank you all for logging on. All of you who have logged on for whatever time you've been on. Brother Mooney, Sister Coco, Mama, yes, Empress M, and more. All of you, we
Sister
thank you.
Sharon.
We thank you, Sister Sharon, who held it down with Mama Kasim. That very special, insightful conversation with Mama Kasim. We thank you all. We thank you all. Brother Sharif. Just everyone. Everyone. Sister Sharon is here pointing all over the place, trying to embarrass me, but I'm not going to be embarrassed tonight. I'm just saying thanks to y'all, and Sister Aisha in the chat room, Houston, Aki Woman, Auntie Dolene, all the way from Barbados. Thank y'all so very much. Peace, love, community.
I'm sorry if my week is because it's been a while, but yeah, I'll get better. And I want to thank
Is it turned
everyone.
on? Wait a minute.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my guitar skills. It's been a while, but I'll get better. Get back to what I used to.
Yes.
And for all the people that helped me, like I don't even know who you guys are, but all the people that helped me when I had my injury, thank you very much. Like thanks a lot. It was my fault anyway. I was skating in the street, but I thank you guys. I thank a lot of you. Like I can't explain it.
Take your
I just
time.
deep.
Take your time.
Take your time.
All these people I don't even know you, and you're doing this to help me. And
Wow.
sorry I
It's
made you
all
wait for
about
me.
love and community.
I'm sorry I made you wait for me for like 2 hours and for the doctor to come and get you. And 2 months? 2 months? What? Oh yeah. And did you take a shower and go to sleep? Did you sleep? Okay. But anyway.
Yes, I
but,
slept in between.
Okay.
And shower.
But like, thank you. Like all this stuff I didn't even know because of what? My brain something.
Yeah, you have a brain injury.
I had a brain injury and I couldn't even remember skating in the street. But after hearing all this, like, I feel like
Humbled.
sad
Yeah.
and thankful for all these people, and I'm really sad for all that stuff my mother had to do for me. Like all this time I was just like, it's nothing. But now that I hear about it and stuff, my mother went through a lot by herself. And I'm really feel bad for her.
And guess
'Cause
what?
it's for my fault for skating in the street.
Don't beat up on yourself.
Yeah.
And remember, Ikhari, you're blessed.
Okay.
That's why it all happened, because you're blessed.
Don't be hard on yourself.
Listen to their story. We're gonna get off the air real quick. Kari just got to Barbados and he was excited. He just wanted to. He loves skateboarding. If you see him, his skateboard was always a part of his attire. You know, a young man took his mom's car to go to take it to the mechanic, and for 3 days he took that car joyriding. This was a country street, a real little country street, you know, and the speed that he was going, whatever. But I guess it's a hard thing to say that whatever happened all for a reason, because from out of this darkness have come forth light, you know. So don't beat yourself up. You have made us all stronger. You have made us all wiser, and the road ahead is wide open for you, brother. Just keep going. Blessed.
The glue that made us community. Ikhari is his name, and we thank you.
And it takes a village to raise the child.
Thank you all for being a part of this evening of celebrating community. Peace and love.
this mission crumble now. Not after we come so far. I feel hold and keep this thing together. I say, yeah. Hey, me know it critical. And you could even say that it is biblical. Though things and times are hard, still we'll make a change, yeah. I know we've been struggling. That is why we keep the music bubbling. Joy for the people, strength for the people. Music is all we need.
We all in this thing together. We are all on the same page. We are all like birds of one feather. Let's work together, strengthen each other, sisters and brothers.
I'm not gonna give up, it's a struggle now. I'm not gonna give up, no way. I put the pedal to the metal, I say, yeah. Could I never make this mission crumble now? Not after we come so far. I feel hold and keep this thing together, I say, yeah.
We'll put our hearts and souls, minds and bodies. Ain't no stopping us now. We keep our eyes on the prize and we not stop trying, cause Jah will never let us down. No way.
Jah never let you down.
Jah will never let us down. No. In this time it's hard to survive. Yeah. Yes, I gotta know how to stay alive. Yeah.
Yes, we got to stay afloat, yeah. And even though things rock the boat, yeah, we won't give in. Cause I know we've got to win, yeah. I'm not gonna give up, this a struggle now. I'm not gonna give up, no way. I put the pedal to the metal, I say, yeah. Could I never make this mission crumble now? Not after we come so far. I feel hold and keep this thing together, I say, yeah. I'm not gonna give up, this a struggle now. I'm not gonna give up, no way. I put the pedal to the metal, I say, yeah. Could I never make this mission crumble now? Not after we come so far. I feel hold and keep this thing together, I say, yeah. I'm not gonna give up, this a struggle. I'm not gonna give up, no way. I put the pedal to the metal, I say, could I never make this mission crumble now? Not after we come so far. I feel hold and keep this thing together, I say.
Every man got the right to decide his own destiny. And in this judgment there is no partiality. So arm in arms with arms, we'll fight this little struggle. Cause that's the only way we can overcome a little trouble. Brother, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're so right. We gon' fight, we'll have to fight, we gonna fight, fight for our rights. Not the dread it in Zimbabwe, sit it up in Zimbabwe, mash their beats are. So soon we'll find out who is the real revolutionaries. And I don't want my people to be tricked by mercenaries. Brother, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're so right. We'll have to fight, we gonna fight, we'll have to fight, fighting for right. We trash it in a Zimbabwe, mash it up in a Zimbabwe, set it up in a Zimbabwe. Africans are liberate Zimbabwe. Africans are liberate Zimbabwe. Natty dub it in a Zimbabwe. Set it up in a Zimbabwe. Africans are liberate Zimbabwe. Ooh, nah. Nah, nah. Never say you're sorry. No, no, no. Hey, was just the other day. Told me you were sorry. It was not so long ago. We talked about the same thing. Darling, why? Please tell me why do lovers behave in such a way? Yes. Didn't you know that love means never to say that you're sorry? No, 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 no. How could you hurt the one you love just like you don't care? No, not in such a way. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Just the other night, you told me that you love me. Whispered in my ear, sweet words I long to hear. And when you touched my spine, baby, ooh, it was heaven divine. It's hard to tell myself that you're loving another man. Didn't you know love means never to say that you're sorry? No, 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 no. How could you hurt the one you love just like you don't care? No, not in my book, no, no way. Oh, baby, baby, touch me one more time. No, 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 no. Whisper in my ears your sweet little lies. This will keep me going, even for a moment, till you understand that it's not right. Didn't you know that love means never to say that you're sorry? No, 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 no. How could you hurt the one you love just like you don't care? No, not in my book, no, no way. Ooh, baby, just the other day, you told me you were sorry. It was not so long ago. We talked about the same thing. Darling, why? Please tell me why do lovers behave in such a way? Didn't you know that love means never to say that you're sorry? No, 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 no. How could you hurt the one you love just like you don't care? No, 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 not in such a way. No, no. Don't you know that love means never to say that you're sorry, baby? Didn't you know that I'm telling you right now? How could you hurt the one you love just like you don't care? No, 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 not in my book, no, no way. at me with a twinkle in her eyes. And I think she held my little hands and she said, "Oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh." Called her on the phone and she said, "Oh, Jimmy, I'm the best gay dancer in the land." But she looked at me with a twinkle in her eyes, and I think she held my little hands and she said, "Oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh." Called her on the phone and she said, "Oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh." Every day I love her just a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. Yes, she loves me the same. 'Cause my love, it's her love, and her love is my love. Yes, she gives me loving at the right time, daytime, nighttime. Yes, she gives me loving at the right time. Every day I love her just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. Every guy that walks around the street, they say she's sweet. Oh, my baby, can I throw some flowers at your feet? She's young, fresh and green, and I like how she brought up the scene. Young, fresh and green, and I like how she brought up the scene. Every day I love her just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. Yes, she wants me. Whoa. Oh, whoa. She wants me. She wants me. Every day I love her just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. 'Cause she's young, fresh and green, and I like how she brought up the scene. Young, fresh and green, and I like how she brought up the scene. Hands off, she's mine, mine, oh mine. Hands off, she's mine. Hands off, she's mine, mine, oh mine. Hands off, she's mine. Every day I love her just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. 'Cause my love is her love, and her love is my love. Yes, she give me loving at the right time, summertime and wintertime. Yes, she give me loving at the right time. Every day I love her just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she loves me the same. Oh, love, love, oh, love. Every day she tells me that she wants me some more, want me some more. She wants me some more. Every day she tells me that
she want me some more, and I want her the same. Oh, love, love. She give me love that grows and grows. Every time she walks the street, guys shove flowers at her feet. Said, whoa, baby, you look so sweet. You look like something can eat. She's young, fresh and green, and I like how she green up the scene. Young, fresh and green, and I like how she green up the scene. Oh, love, love,
The lion calls, the lion calls. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, put on your battlefield attire. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, arms in arms ready to fire. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, march with your banner flowing higher. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, we're on the side of Trouble Master. So be strong, my friends. We God can't enter this arena. And fight mode, my friends. The adversaries will fight with all their powers. Like Joshua did command the sun to stand still, and Joshua charmed the walls of Jericho down at will. We will attain victory, good over evil every time, every time. Now behold, the signs of the time reveal that the prophecies are being fulfilled. And we know all things must be this way, for it's the manifestation of your will. Every day we see and hear a war, and in the midst of all mystery, Babylon standing tall. But she must go down, she will go down. Fear not, for this battle must go on. The Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, put on your battlefield attire. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, arms in arms ready to fire. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, march with your banner flowing higher. Armageddon calls. Rise all ye soldiers, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, hear the lion call, Lion of Judah call, lion die. Yeah, hear the lion call, Lion of Judah call. Yeah, 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 yeah. We hear the lion call, we got to answer the call. Yeah, yeah. We hear the lion call, we got to answer the call. This says to behold, the signs of the time reveal that the prophecies are being fulfilled. And we know all things must be this way, for it's the manifestation of your will. Every day we see and hear a war, and in the midst of all mystery, Babylon standing tall. But she must go down, she will go down. Fret not, for the battle must go on. Fear not, my friend, we'll let out the Lion of Judah. And fight for my friends, victory belongs to earth's rightful ruler. And know that he won't let us down. He was the crown, every soldier in the field, let your trumpet sound. He won't let us down. He is the crown, every soldier in the field, let your trumpet sound. Armageddon calls. Rise all these soldiers, put on your battlefield attire. Armageddon calls. Rise all these soldiers, arms in arms ready to fire. Armageddon calls. Rise all these soldiers, march with your banner flowing higher. Armageddon calls. Rise all these soldiers, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, we're on the side of Jah the Master. Yeah, hear the lion call, Lion of Judah call. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. Aye. Ooh, yeah. Hold on still. Know it rough, we got to hold on still. Know it tough, we got to hold on still. No give up, we got to fight until redemption coming. Hold on still. Get a youth, you got to hold on still. Single mom, you got to hold on still. Rasta man, you got to fight until redemption coming. To get my daily bread, the running gets so dread. It's dog eat dog, what the something. My people been misled, so poor and underfed. They took it all and left us with nothing. Fighting deception and their lies of this myth that we're living in paradise. But how can paradise be for me when there is so much pain and poverty around me? Flies, mosquitoes, rats and cockroaches. Candles, home, sweet home lamps and bottle torches. How can people survive in this darkness? Yeah. Corrupt judges, lawyers and brutal forces. Promises, lies, then equal rights get demoted. The season is ripe for uprising revolution. Yeah, yeah, but hold on still. Don't give up, we got to hold on still. Though it's rough, we got to hold on still. Don't give up, we got to fight until a change is coming. Hold on still. Get a youth, you got to hold on still. Single mom, you got to hold on still. Rasta man, you got to fight until redemption coming. Seems we've been fighting all of our lives. From Africa to the Middle Passage, that ain't right. I'm wondering, how come there's still no reparation? Yeah. Hey. Leaders constantly speak of better things to come. From so-called independence and still nothing can done. They thought we would fade, but we keep on rising up. We keep on rising up, yeah. Hold on still. Though it rough, we got to hold on still. Though it tough, we got to hold on still. No give up, we got to fight until redemption coming. Hold on still. Get a youth, you got to hold on still. Single mom, we got to hold on still. Rasta man, we got to fight until redemption coming. Ay. Na 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 na. Do ba de, do ba de, do ba de. Ah yeah 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 yeah. Di da de da de da de. Oh yeah yeah. Poor man of face, but I know, and I know he's gonna make it. Oh yes, yeah. Na 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 na. Ah yeah 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 yeah. Ah yeah 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 yeah. Oh yeah, big on, oh yeah. So we are hold on still. No give up, so we are hold on still. No we tough, we are hold on still. Don't give up, we got to fight until redemption coming. Hey, hold on still. Get to yours, yeah.
My mama say now, just listening, understand. You've got to fight hard, boy, to keep your lovers in. Mama say, love don't come easy, so don't think it's easy. Love don't come easy now. Mama say, love don't come easy.
So don't think it's easy. Love don't come easy. 'Cause you've got to fight with all your might. This is the only thing to do. Mama say now, just listen and understand. You've got to fight hard, boy, to keep your lovers. And Mama say love don't come easy, so don't think it's easy. Love don't come easy now. How? Mama say love don't come easy, and don't think it's easy. You've got to fight, boy, with all your might. For this is the only thing to do. Mama said. And my mama said now, just listen and understand. You've got to fight hard, boy, to keep your lovers. And Mama said, love don't come easy, so don't think it's easy. 'Cause love don't come easy now. How? Mama said, love don't come easy.
Watch out, this is a song called Rockers Love. Sounds great out.
what you wanted us to be. are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, you can't educate us for no equal opportunity. Talking about my freedom, people freedom and liberty. Yeah, we've been trotting on the wine press much too long. Rebel, rebel, as we've been trotting on the wine press much too long. Rebel, rebel. Babylon system is the vampire. Sucking the children day by day. Yeah, me say the Babylon system is the vampire, falling empire, sucking the blood of the sufferers. Building church and university. Oh yeah. Deceiving the people